Alright. Alright, yes
Baby,
sir.
we live.
Alright, we back. We back in full effect. Alright, so we about to spin a couple of records that's gonna be on the deluxe. The Concrete Rose Deluxe coming out May 25th, late at night, because me and J-Roc gotta finalize the playlist. So it will be out though for sure. Memorial weekend. Y'all won't be able to jam to it. I actually got to hit the studio yesterday with one of my partners from up here, um, Dracula the Don. We knocked out a banger in about 30 minutes. It's called Well Connected. So I'm going to let y'all hear a couple of previews. And then we're going to get into some hot topics of what's going on around in the world. And yeah, let's get into it.
Because once you enter this family, there's no getting out. This family comes before everything else. Everything. Before your wife and your children and your mother and your father. It's a thing of honor. That God forbid if you get sick or something happens and you can't earn, we'll take care of you. Because that's part of it. If you've got a problem, you just gotta let somebody know. This man right here, he's like your father.
Shout out to Studio 55.
On the outside.
Yeah.
He'll stop. You stay within the family. All right.
How it sounded? You can hear it?
We in there.
All right.
St. Peter, my family's saint. Now, was that card burned, so may your soul burn in hell if you betray your friends and family. Now, rub your hands together like this. And repeat after me. May I burn in hell. May I burn in hell. Betray my friends. May I betray my friends. Get to the money in the real way, ain't no time to play. Niggas getting killed on the streets every fucking day. I'm out here, but I'm out the way. Fuck that, he said DJ. Niggas ain't front, you know work, bitch. You gotta pay, let's run it up the bad way. They can't stop the real shit. Out here in the bricks, flipping shit, trying to get rich. These hoes ain't about shit. Running fake niggas sick. He pulled up in the rental, but he don't even know shit. Young Slinky going in, they ripping on their choppers, cause they know they got heat shit. You bottom when the storm comes. Gotta have your money right in war before you bust your gun. Better follow protocol, cause niggas working with the law. Find out who the niggas is and get their hands knocked off. Take the niggas down till you find out that they all saw. Third world mafia, bitch, you know we down to brawl. Niggas play hard, they be trying to the fucking law.
Uptown to down south, we well connected. 973 to 305, we bout to check in. All my niggas talking, some of my niggas trapping. Keep a couple bitches on my line, gon' make it happen. I'm always in the hood, even though I'm worth a meal. Got shooters all around and we gon' get how we live. You want a feature from Slim? If you real, we swap tracks. Fake niggas get taxed, I'ma need about 50 racks. Down here at the bottom, money a major issue. Get caught slipping, we gon' get you. Better keep it with you. North side to south side, they know what's cracking. Couple niggas counting me out, but it ain't gon' happen. Every day I wake up, I hit my knees and make it past 25. All my niggas ain't get to see. Lord Darius so young, I'm still fucked up about it. I never let it slide, just handle business and pride. Every hood, every block, every city, every state, every barrel, every ward, every project, every set. Uptown and down south, better know we well connected. Uptown and down south, better know we well connected. Every hood, every block, every city, every state, every barrel, every ward, every project, every set. Uptown and down south, better know we well connected. Uptown and down south, you better know we well connected.
That was well connected.
Well
Quick one.
connected.
Yeah, man. Quick one, man. Quick one. Shout out to my dog, um, Dracula the Don, Studio 55. Put that together real quick, man. That's gonna be on the project. Y'all look out for that.
Yes,
May 20,
sir.
May
May
25th, May 26th.
25th.
Yeah, for sure. Late night shit, but it's dropping for sure. Got another one. This one called Underdogs, featuring FME Polo. Shout out to FME Polo. That's
Y'all
the
ready?
big bro. That's the big bro right there. He sent me this record 3-4 days ago. Went in the room, wrote that bitch up. I took it to the studio with me yesterday as well. Knocked it out. Um, we debating. Me and J-Roc gonna figure out if we gonna put it on the project or not. So we gotta finalize it. So y'all lay around for it. But we gonna let y'all hear the exclusive though. So y'all stay tuned. Listen, check this one out.
Let's go. Drop that.
Sometimes in life, when you get counted out, they never see you coming. And the good thing about it, sometimes the underdog is on top. So no matter what you do, keep going for what you believe in. Never give up. The underdog. March Madness, 3-point buzzer beater. I'm getting money, cut the head to your leeches. I'm Weezy, I'm getting that brown paper bag money. I'm laughing while I'm counting up these blue honey. You're hungry, I see your real poking out your stomach. You're funny, you had the ball in your Bobby stumble. I shot my shot and you try to take a nigga under. I'm laughing at you fuck niggas, why you niggas fumble? It's designer jean with a foreign bitch. A steady clip when I'm sliding in some foreign shit. I came for nothing, I can never go back to nothing. Big study, the whole world on my shoulders. My city, I rip that bitch till they take me under. Check this show, my whole damn team winning. I remember them nights when I ain't had a penny. I cried tears in the Lord bless me with a vision. Mama, I made it. I graduated out the kitchen. My granny, I was that she was here just to witness the mission. That 3-point buzzer beater, the chemist. I elevated to become the greatest. Yeah. Hold on, you know I got you, homie. You know the underdogs will always stand up on top. Take believe it. This for the underdogs and all my real niggas. We came a long way. Now y'all gotta deal with us. The streets and actions, boy. They know I hold them down. My circle small. Had to keep these fake niggas around. I caught my kids and they were trying to send me up the road. Y'all waiting on my downfall. I'm here to prove them wrong. I've been up on the zone. Now I'm inside at the top. I'm money round, bread and butter. You like it or not? Like it or not? Yeah, shit like that. Underdogs. From the 305 to the 352. I swear to God, man. This my motherfucking year. For all my empire. King free man. Put your money up and shut the fuck up.
Yes, sir. That's Underdogs. Underdogs.
Yeah, man. You been cooking up, boy.
Yeah, man. You know, the album ready, man. The deluxe is ready to go.
For sure.
Couple of finalizations on this motherfucker, but it's ready to go. We're gonna give them a couple of tracks. This one is when we did that interview in North Miami over there at the FM.
Yes, sir. Shout
Stone.
out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. You know, we had a crazy interview with them. It was dope. We got to meet Blue the artist. I got a record with her. We supposed to be
Shout out to Blue the Artist.
yeah,
You
we supposed
already.
to be labbing up that song literally this week so it can get on the project. Um another player who was at that interview was listening to his music, and I was like, man, the nigga dope, Stony Tony, and I sent him the record. He sent the shit right back. This one called My Ex. Also another one that's gonna be on the deluxe, most likely. Let's give it to him.
Battery is low. Please charge as soon as possible.
Let me get that. Let me get the charger for that.
Hell yeah, plug me up.
Plug me up.
Plug me up. It'll be that easy. Be that easy. Nigga just be chopping it up. Nigga say some shit like that, plug me up.
Plug
Turn it to
me
a whole
up.
fucking hook.
Alright. Say no more. My ex. My ex. Shout out to Stony Tony, man. I appreciate what you did. Got on that thing. Sent it right back. Shout out to him. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I was really hoping that you would pick up because I miss you a lot. And,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm crying now, but I'm drunk. And, I miss you so much. And I know that this is bullshit because you out and you were a girl for you. Let me know where we stand at. Let me know where we stand at. Good days don't feel amazing. Big blunts and love making. Had to see with a love chaser. 1,001 for my favorite dancer. Money good, so we can get on the beach. New house in Miami, there every other week. You know how I be, everything on me. Slow castle, baby, all you can eat. Take the stress off you and put it all on me. Take the stress off you and put it all on me. Take the stress off you and put it all on me. Take the stress off you and put it all on me. I don't know these things. Yeah. Say none of my exes living in Texas. But you know we gotta go to the stress. I gotta get away from you. Girl, you way too toxic when you hate the truth. Say none of my exes living in Texas. But you know we gotta go to the stress. I gotta get away from you. Girl, you way too toxic and you hate the truth.
Another quick one. Another quick
You
one.
already.
Shout out to Stony Tony, man. A lot of shit that's going on the deluxe. Quick and fast, quick and fast. I love this record right here. We actually shooting a video for it this week. I'm coming down Friday. This one called Stand On It. The whole concept for this record was really just if you got people in your circle around you who don't support you, this tell them, man, it's all good. You ain't gotta support a nigga. But when we get to where we going, stand on it. Stand on that business. Cause trust me, we making moves and we ain't waiting on nobody. So this one, I love this record right here. It's gonna be probably be the first single we drop off of the deluxe. May 25th. Stand on it. Let's give it to him.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Gotta get him the hand rub for that.
That road that grew from the concrete unnoticed. Little nigga got some motion. Flipping packs in the hood. Now we gon' get where we tryna go. Just don't get comfortable. M's up, R's down, baby. And I'm the living proof. Did it with them, couldn't even see it through. I made it the court side with a +2. Might need the upsides, cause I'm large in my city. Remember when I wanted to be big as Diddy? But that was just that old biggie. Throwing money with your favorite rapper. Told him to fuck with me. Round in the fucking bitty. I was in the trap when my little brother died. I hate seeing mama like that. All that pain inside. I'm done. Answer these niggas like you gon' see it's on me. Niggas ain't sure for the brand. Niggas ain't sure for me.
Let's
Now when I
go.
say them three letters, you know it's coming from me. Want my picture in every hood. Do the 6 to 15. Now when I was down bad, they didn't give me nothing. Stand on it. My colors all good, stand on it. Y'all bounce back, now you gotta stand on it. Blood in my mouth with them rubber bands on it. Almost counted me out, oh, you gotta stand on it. Like I never left, watch how I stand on it. Yeah, watch how I stand on it. Like I never left, watch how I stand on it. Watch how I stand on it. I never live. Watch how I stand on it. You gave me the game, but you showed me the streets. Me and Rock started this somewhere around 14. Hit everybody on, from the hustlers to the steppers. Gave everyone a chance. I really thought that I could help them. You ain't give me nothing when they got it myself. So when you mention money, Ron, so I'm proud of myself. I never took a day off. I know hard work will pay off. If you win this, play ball. Around here, we don't take loss. Darius, I miss you, nigga. You know you thugging through me. Always love for little bread. Got that 6 to 15. Oh no, bring it back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's my shit right there,
That's that
boy.
shit.
That's
That's
my
that
shit
shit.
right there,
We
man.
shooting the video for it this week,
That's my
man. I
shit.
hope they ready. Cause we
My
ready.
shit, boy.
J-Roc, we ready, baby. I'm
Yeah, we
coming
gotta pull
down.
that shit up.
I'm coming down Friday, man. We finna make a movie.
Y'all tune in.
That road that grew from the concrete unnoticed. Little nigga got some motion. Flipping packs in the hood. Now we gon' get where we tryna go. Just don't get comfortable. M's up, R's down, baby. And I'm the living proof. Did it with them, couldn't even see it through. I made it the court side with a +2. Might need the upsides, cause I'm large in my city. Remember when I wanted to be big as Diddy? But that was just that old biggie. Throwing money with your favorite rapper. Told him to fuck with me. Round in the fucking bitty. I was in the trap when my little brother died. I hate seeing mama like that. All that pain inside. I'm done. Answer these niggas like you gon' see it's on me. Niggas ain't sure for the brand. Niggas ain't sure for me. Now when I say them three letters, you know it's coming from me. Want my picture in every hood. Do the 6 to 15. Now when I was down bad, they didn't give me nothing. Stand on it. My colors all good, stand on it. When y'all bounce back, now you gotta stand on it. Blood in my mouth with them rubber bands on it. Almost counted me out, oh, you gotta stand on it. Like I never left, watch how I stand on it. Yeah, watch how I stand on it. Like I never left, watch how I stand on it. Watch how I stand on it. I never live. Watch how I stand on it. You gave me the game, but you showed me the streets. Me and Rock started this somewhere around 14. Hit everybody on, from the hustlers to the steppers. good, stand on it. When y'all bounce back, now you gotta stand on it. Blood in my mouth with them rubber bands on
Let's
it.
go.
Who's counting me out? Who you gotta stand on it? Like I never left, watch y'all stand on it. Watch y'all stand on it. I never left, watch y'all stand on it.
Yeah.
Watch y'all stand on it. I never left, watch y'all stand on it. 15, coming through the back door, coming through the front door. Slide.
They getting the exclusive right now.
Uh,
Exclusive.
yeah.
Exclusive. Hold
Well,
on.
you got to take that one out the vote on there, huh?
Yeah. You know how we do it.
For sure, for sure. Hey, y'all tap in. That's gonna be live everywhere you can get your music at. Everywhere you can get your music at. You already
Please
know.
believe it. We're gonna give them one more. We're gonna give them one more, then we're gonna jump into some hot topics, man. This one right here. Let's see. Which one we want to give them? Um, we're gonna give them this one right here. Extra. We're gonna give them extra featuring the homie Lil Stewie.
Shout out
We
to the
already
homie Stewie.
we already shot the video for this one, so y'all get ready for it. Y'all gonna be able to see it live, dropping the video. Extra.
Stu Beef. Where you at?
Yeah. Hit him in the head, I pay a little extra. $1 in the vessel, had to pay a little extra. If you want it straight drop, gotta pay a little extra. Getting tired on the rip, had to pay a little extra. Hit him in the head, I pay a little extra. Yeah. In the vessel, had to pay a little extra. Rockin' this touchdown, got time on the phone. Who's in this bitch? Had to pay a little extra. I'ma let you know I'm TLP. I charge you extra fee. Everything B.I.G. Extra without the
Yeah.
E. Drippin' from a lobster massage, some shit you got to see. I got a 3.5 in my blood. Plus do it extra P. They say I'm extra, but that's cause I do it major. And those 2 fingers up for my haters. Go team, go rested, go chain, go watch, go rain. Fuck it all, go everything. I ain't got no key to the car. I got an extra whip. Hustle till I'm lost in my bag. I'm talking extra rich. Grinding how I'm grinding, that's the much I keep an extra clip. Shining how I'm shining, that's the much I keep an extra bit. Hit 'em in the head, I pay a little extra. $1 in the vessel, had to pay a little extra. If you want it straight drop, gotta pay a little extra. Skinny time on the rip, had to pay a little extra. Hit 'em in the head, I pay a little extra. $1 in the vessel, had to pay a little extra. If you want it straight drop, gotta pay a little extra. Skinny time on the rip, had to pay a little extra. You don't really want it with me, cause I'm extra. Sure you want me to pay for the pussy like she's special. Smoking eyes, I remove bars, my blood extra. Extra max on all of my cages, I got several. Shorty said hitting my line, I ain't got time to. House full of kids at my house, that's what I grind for. Only here for one thing, and get this paper. Buy a new chain every month, just for my haters. All I do is hustle hard, ain't going back broke. All the niggas used to laugh, oh nah, I crack the joke. Leave you bitches smash your hole, keep some extra cash to blow. Can't pay nothing, pack some extra niggas and extra assholes. Hit 'em in the head, I pay a little extra. $1 in the vessel,
Yeah.
had to pay a little extra. If you want it straight drop, gotta pay a little extra. Skinny time on the rip, had to pay a little extra. Hit 'em in the head, I pay a little extra. $1 in the vessel, had to pay a little extra. If you want it straight drop, gotta pay a little extra. Skinny time on the rip, had to pay a little extra.
Yes, sir.
Sir, that's extra. So
That extra shit.
we gave y'all stand on it. We gave y'all extra. We gave y'all my ex. Let y'all hear well connected, underdogs, and all these tracks are possibly gonna be on the playlist. We ain't finalized it yet, but me and J-Roc gonna work on the playlist while I'm down there in Miami, and we gonna give it to y'all May 25th. It's the deluxe.
Straight Miami niggas.
Y'all get ready for that, man. Get ready for that. Throw that 305 fitted hat on, man. Y'all know we rep them Dolphins to the bus out. We
Oh,
riding with
I'm
them.
Miami. I'm Miami to the core, my nigga. You don't see that? That Miami Heat coach, my nigga.
Oh man, my dog got the
Still got the-
heat on. He got the motherfucking Dolphins. That's what I'm talking about
You
right
know what
there.
I'm saying?
Shout out to
Yeah.
the co-CEO of Money Route, motherfucking J-Roc,
We're gonna rep the
ROC,
we're gonna rep the
motherfucking
305
Raw
everywhere we
Gang.
go.
I know
Everywhere we
how
go.
we do it. But man, listen, man. On another note, man, I'm telling you, the project gonna be crazy, man. I'm telling you, we've been working on it. We got songs galore, 4 albums in. I had end up catching a little charge, and I felt like people were trying to send me up the road. So I say, J-Roc, man, let's figure this shit out so we can get this shit done and over with. I end up going in another mindset and went to writing. Like I'm for to be gone for a minute, but I ain't gone. I'm still here. We still here. Everything played out in our favor, so we happy about that. And man, it's gonna be a treat, man. It's gonna be a treat, man. Y'all get ready for it. So we're gonna jump in straight into some hot topics. Y'all know how we do it. This how we gonna do it when we do these topics. I'm gonna let y'all know what we talking about. Y'all can interact in the comments. We can even tap in a couple of people who, if you feel like y'all want to tap in, y'all can tap in. The flow is open. General conversation. We like to talk about a lot of shit. Good debation, good conversation, and we gonna start it off with the Diddy trial.
Mm.
Yes, indeedy. So how we do it is everybody got the flow for 2 minutes. We're gonna run the timer. We're gonna let you speak on your behalf. Say whatever you want to say about it. I'm gonna take off first real quick because I've been busy, but I've been keeping my eyes open. And we've been talking about this all week too. So, you know, the new little update to the case was, they have Cassie, the female Diddy was dealing with on the stand, pregnant, big belly, got a husband, in the background and shit like that. But I heard that, hold on, let me stop my time on my 2 minutes. So, from what I'm hearing from a couple of different sources, that it's not even a RICO case. This is more like a state case, like a love affair between two people, and one of them, which is a millionaire slash billionaire, y'all know him as P. Diddy, and the girlfriend who associated to the situation, who ended up signing a whatever, an NDA, whatever you want to call it, what it's called, India.
NDA, yeah. NDA.
Okay, so she signed it. He paid her 20 M's, and I thought personally it was over with. Like, once you sign that paperwork and a nigga done paid you big money, that shit over with. But in this case, it wasn't over with. She said, man, straight up, I'm going against the grain, going against the NBA that I signed, and Now she a motherfucking state witness trying to get my dog crucified. But from a couple of sources, as the trial is going on right now, they saying that, bro, the state doing a bad job presenting the case, and it's really like right now is on some domestic violence shit, which is a state case, not even a RICO charge. And people like, man, Diddy about to come home, man. Diddy for to come home. He took a chance because you know how the feds play. When they take you to trial, man, they got a 90%, 93% rate, man. They gonna convict your ass. So a lot of people like to cop out. Diddy like, I ain't copping out. I got 5 lawyers on this shit. I'm taking this shit to trial. Also heard they did give him a offer. He turned down the offer. I don't know the main details on what that offer was, but Diddy turned the offer down. Diddy said he taking this shit all the way to the door. Um, J-Roc, tap in, man. Let me know how you feel about the situation, man. We gonna, keep it going.
Man, so let me jump right in on this, man. We was talking the other day, and I know you brought up that NDA, right?
Hmm.
And I was telling you, man, when it comes to NDAs, bruh, it it only is alive in certain situations, bruh. When the
Okay.
feds come calling you, bruh, that NDA is irrelevant, my nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me? Irrelevant. It do not bar you. It don't give you like a legal pass to do shit illegal, and then you get somebody to sign this shit and say don't speak on illegal shit, and the feds come ask about the illegal shit, subpoena you, and now you can't say shit. Nah, it don't work that way. You feel me? When you look up that NDA and you do a little researching on the NDA, yeah, it got a lot of benefits. That's why they use it. A lot of people use it, especially in the business or corporate world, and I can see why it was used in this particular situation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But now this is the and get it twisted. It is a RICO
Yeah.
that they're trying to say this is a criminal enterprise, right? First and foremost, I don't want to talk bad. I really don't try to talk bad on nobody going through a situation like this. I don't want to see nobody behind the walls. Straight up. I don't live to see that no matter what your situation is.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? And salute to the king for, building his wealth, his empire. Of course, it's under attack right now, you know what I'm saying? So he just got to put up a fight. Just like any of us, we catch those charges, things happen, you put yourself in that position. Now you got to stand up in the paint, and if he get off, hey, we're gonna say that's one of the greatest moves he pulled off in a
Yeah,
long time, right?
definitely.
If he don't, everybody gonna go back and say they're gonna try to, ban him for all the things that really happened. Now, mind you, everybody's allowed to have their lifestyle, however their lifestyle is, right? Yeah, man, we don't care about all your private affairs, all that freaky shit you got going on, freak offs, whatever. A lot of you niggas do a lot of more freaky shit and y'all don't speak on it. So don't speak on that nigga Diddy doing all that freaky shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all niggas, if y'all shit get out right now, the freaky shit y'all niggas like to do, a lot of y'all niggas would be embarrassed too.
Exactly.
All right. So y'all don't be quick to judge and speak. And I be reading comments and all of that stuff. I be like, man, look, man, people be talking out the game. They just want something to talk about. All right, but anyway, what they doing right now with all of that, they just mind you, it's early in the case. Everybody saying the state ain't doing a good job, whatever they want to say. Everybody got their opinions. But y'all got to understand, this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Their job right now is to assassinate his character. That's what they've been doing before they locked him up till now. They're just assassinating their character. Look what everybody's saying on the internet. They're looking at his character. Oh, did he this, did he that? They already proven him guilty, guilty, guilty. Yeah, is his hands clean? I mean, I don't think you can be in that business like that with your hands clean. I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what they're doing right now is just killing his character. That's why they brought her up so early versus waiting to bring her up later. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because she goes a long way into one, destroying his character because of all the crazy shit he like to do, right? Two, she was. like a right hand woman. I can't say man, a woman like running the organized, this organization. They're proving this was an organization of people working together to get the stuff done. That's how they putting the RICO together. This was an organization, a criminal enterprise. I'm not gonna say criminal. I'm just gonna say an enterprise doing. So they brought up the star witness Cassie. She brought the lawsuit. The lawsuit just kicked off a lot of things, but that don't say she can't talk on it, right? Because she talked on the lawsuit she got with the hotel, the 10 M's that she's trying to settle with. They
Yeah,
brought
she
up,
did
they
settle.
brought, yeah, they
Yep.
brought. They brought up her mom as a character was, her mom is up there talking about instances that happened. They even brought up the Danny the Kane artist from that group, brought her on to, speak on certain things she's seen and not seen. It's gonna be a long case. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a very long case, and I guarantee by the end of this week, going into the next week, we're gonna hear a whole list of other things that we wouldn't have thought we was gonna hear, and it's gonna switch so fast. The whole case gonna switch fast, right? So he got an all-star team. You know what I'm saying? As you should when you're in that type of position. You
Definitely.
need to have an all-star team to go toe to toe with these boys. Because what he going against who? The Feds, and their conviction rate is so.
93%.
So when they come, they ain't coming because they think you or they thought this. Nah,
They know.
they know.
Yeah.
They locked up a lot. Yeah, they locked up a lot of information already where they can guarantee success. That's why they come when they have guaranteed success. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's all that is. Like I said, they just trying to destroy its character early in the game. You know, put the women on the stand. All the women been on the stand. They even put his assistant on the stand.
Yeah.
And that now that's where the story is gonna start changing. The assistants start talking about running into Suge Knight and how, it was a situation. Oh, what Suge at? Yeah, da, 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 you know what I'm saying? Beef, that beef still going from way back in the days, and the assistant felt like, things was out of hand and he had to get away from that situation. So that's what they're talking about. And like I said, man, that, that Diddy thing is a little hot topic. I try to stay away from it. I don't want no smoke, no smoke because this is above my pay grade. But, woo, it is like the thing when you get on the net. Everybody talking about it, so how could you not see it? You know what I'm saying? That's just my take on that.
So my thing is too, today I seen his security guard,
Which
his
one,
security
D-Roc?
guard. Oh, I forgot. I forgot buddy name, man.
Might have been him because that's the name I've been seeing floating around lately.
Yeah, yeah, he jumped on the stand. Man, it's crazy. This
There's gonna be a
nigga,
lot of that.
this nigga jumped on the stand against Diddy. Didn't it? And then what I don't like is that Diddy put so much money in niggas' pocket and looked out for so many people, and now that he locked up, everybody feel okay. He locked up, so now I can talk. Now I can say this. Now I can say that. But
I,
man, this
I
shit been
don't,
going on for a while,
I
man. Y'all ain't been say nothing.
don't
Now
think I don't think it's that though, Slim. I think it's because the feds come knocking, and when you have to talk to the feds, you got to get on the stand and talk. Remember, they know things, and if you go and lie and say, "Oh, this," and then it really was this, you put yourself in a position of being able to get locked up too. So a lot of these people, they like, "Hey, bro, we know this happened. This person said you was in the vicinity. You the security. Ain't no way you ain't see that happen." You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Now he gonna be like, "Man, I was just." No, you can't. You security. Your job is to be on the scene, make sure everything. So you gonna see if the girl got dragged or she got smacked in the limo because you supposed to be right there. You the security. So
yeah,
if the feds come and hit you with a subpoena, oh, yo, we need to talk to you on this day. We have word that this happened, this happened, this happened. You was there. What happened? You either gonna plead the fifth or you gonna say what you gotta say. It ain't that they turning on him because they put money in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand there's two sides to this. Yeah, he benefited them in major ways, put them on and you know what I'm saying? But that don't buy your silence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because if you wrong me, you wrong me. You know what I'm saying? You yell at me, you cuss me out, you threaten my family, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my safety, all that. Yeah, you may have put me in a position. Now I feel like I got to keep doing this position out of fear. Not I know. Oh, I just got on it. Think about it. Us had a we us working at any place out here, right? Amazon or Walmart or something, right?
yeah,
And the boss man come and talk to us reckless. What you finna do? Man, you ain't finna talk to me like that, man. Who you think you talking to? Da, da, da. On a regular. You know what I'm saying? These men that can't affect us by the only thing they can affect us by doing is like just firing us and making it hard for us for a little bit while we look for another employment. This man did got so much power that if he fire you, he trying to kill your character in that industry. Like
yeah.
you can't move like
Can't
that
even
no
get
more.
no job nowhere.
And now your lifestyle is in jeopardy. And then also if there's threats being made because what you seen and what you was exposed to, now you got to make sure, you know, that ain't getting out there like that.
Yeah,
That's probably why a lot of this information ain't been getting out there like that because yeah, I'm gonna tell you like this. I ain't never been in that position, but a nigga with some money and power start threatening your family, you're gonna start thinking differently because you ain't got the resources they got. So you got to be careful what you say and what you do to who,
yeah,
right?
and that's why I say a lot of people talking now and willing to hit the stand now and talk because oh, we got him locked up. He can't
Nah,
post no bond. Bro,
nah,
I ain't gonna lie. If Diddy was out,
I don't believe that.
a lot of people, bro, will still be like, man, I ain't finna say much of nothing. But they feel since he locked up and the feds got him by the balls, shit. Only thing can happen at this point because they got him already locked up and they ain't giving him no bond. So we feel comfortable on talking. The worstest thing for them can happen is if he win that trial, moving forward, y'all dead. Y'all dead flies out here. Because all of y'all who hit the stand on him, all y'all who said something about him, y'all ain't money and power.
Hey,
He ain't gonna let y'all breathe. Because first of all, y'all the motherfuckers who trying to lock him up and put him away for years and years and years. So if
hey,
he beat it, them same people, the most they'll get out of it is some interviews, because people gonna definitely pay for the interviews. I want to hear the story. You might can get a tell-all book or whatever the case may be, but even with that tell-all book and them interviews, if he's out, he have the power with lawyers to cease and desist order. That book ain't coming out. That interview, you ain't speaking on that. But by him being locked up, it take his power away, and it's like, man, the leverage is on our side. I can say
I-
whatever I want, and I hope I say enough to get his ass to stay in there, and we just gonna live
yeah.
our life and keep moving on.
That's why I
That's
differ
my
with
take
you.
too.
That's why I differ with you, bro. Man, bosses in that position, they don't lose power, my man. They still got the finger on the button, my man. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. A lot of people is running major enterprises from behind them walls, bro. I don't feel like that's stopping him from doing anything and compelling them people to go either way when it comes to talking. I think the other mob, which is the alphabet boys, them boys, you know, them boys real mob, when they come and put press on you,
Yeah,
oh, you gotta respond because they could press on you
yeah,
too and make your life a living hell
yeah,
too.
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if they want somebody and they know you, you know they'll pay somebody to lie on your ass on the stand just to get
That's what
you.
I'm
So, bro,
saying. So
so
by him
if
being
them,
already locked up,
it don't matter if he
it's
locked
more
up or not.
leverage for all of these
It
people
don't,
because if
it
y'all
don't
say the
matter.
right shit,
He could have been out he could have been out on bond walking around, and them same people will have to talk because they being subpoenaed.
that's
They
true.
being bro. They have to take the stand. The boys putting
But
that paperwork in front of them.
but will those same people say the right shit to keep them locked up and throw away the key, or say, you know what, man, shit happened, a lot of shit happened, but this nigga on bond, this nigga free, he fighting the charge.
Man, it's all fuck that. It's all about what the feds know. What the feds already know, what they can prove. You feel me? And if
But
the
they ain't
feds
doing a
know,
good job from
listen,
what I'm hearing.
well, it's early in the game. I'll tell listen, we everybody's looking at what's the grand finale already, and this shit just getting started. Like I said, early in this. You feel me? Motherfuckers is listening for how did he do the RICO? Right now, they're trying to destroy his character. So when they get to the main points, you already are saying, "Oh yeah, he guilty because he did all this crazy shit already." You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So by the time they start getting into the real organized crime and all that shit that they trying to pinpoint on him, you gonna automatically they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, hands down. Oh yeah, hands down. Yep, yep, hands down." Right? They're softening the blow right now because you can't go in right now with the criminal activity. Da da da. They're gonna be like, "Man, he's a millionaire. He's operating like this. He didn't do it. Somebody else did it. Why he going to jail for it? Somebody else did it. This person got paid to do that. They did that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna always point the blame on
Let me ask you
anybody
a
else doing it.
question. For Diddy to say, okay, Diddy like to throw the biggest crazy parties. You know the saying, ain't no party like a Diddy
Yes,
party. A
sir.
lot of people been to Diddy parties.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people said, bro, we ain't never seen that shit that y'all hollering about unless we left and then after that the shit happened.
Get
But we
it.
ain't never seen that. Yes, it was freak
Let
offs.
me.
Yes, it was females having sex. It was niggas having sex. It was all type of crazy shit going on and happening. But if you throwing a freak off in a party like that, is that being against the law? Is that against the law to do that?
It's
Like
not against
nigga,
the. It's not
but
against the law for that.
okay. So with that
But
being what?
is the is the shit that the people can't see behind the closed doors. That all right. Let me ask you this: are you going to allow everyone to see everything you do? If you let's say you throwing a party, right? It's a big ass party, right? And you know at the end of the party, right? You're gonna take home a couple of right? You're gonna
Okay.
wait for the party to be over. Everybody who ain't got no business here, you feel me? Slide, and then I'm gonna get this other party started. And this party ain't
Is
nobody
it a
privy to.
crime? Is it a crime?
It well, it's a crime in whatever nature they're trying to put it in. This is the nature they're trying to put it in, though, right? They saying that the freak offs and all that, and that's why I say all that baby oil, all that shit is irrelevant. That's nothing. What they're trying to say, watch this. Cassie went right at the sex workers, and the reason why this is why this is a crime. If you look in the so-called federal statute, whatever they're trying to say, whatever, the crime is he made these people go from one state to another state to basically prostitute. You know, and I know, and we have homies that ain't even transport motherfuckers across state lines that got hit with prostitution charges. They got hit with that, and they local. You know what I'm saying? Now, just imagine you taking a person, a person from one place to another state to prostitute, basically, because you're paying them for whatever they got going on. That's where they're trying to say is a crime. That's the sex trafficking. That's the moving people around the state. Remember, they had a couple of cities here, move them here, bring them here, let's fly them here, or we'll fly them out here, fly them out here. And that's why it was a topic not too long ago where they was like, oh, men need to be careful with that whole flying females out because if you look at it, if you fly somebody out just for the sexual
Mm-hmm.
encounters, you can be looked at as breaking whatever whatever alleged laws, right? I ain't no expert in the law thing, you know what I'm saying? It's just some research and I've been looking at. I ain't get too deep into it, but that's what they're trying to say. I flew them out. Yeah, you flew them out. But if you flew them out because we just spending time, and it's on a whole different vibe, whatever, you ain't breaking no laws. But if you flew them out with the intent purpose to pay them for intercourse, and that is it, now you might be breaking some different law. You know what I'm saying? It might be something around that. You know what I'm saying? Because we know prostitution and that underworld like that is a big,
Yeah, big money.
big money pit.
Yeah.
Big money pit. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
that's all I got to say on that, man. Uh, this Diddy thing gonna blow over one way or another. And I
What's
mean,
your
whether
take
it
on
go
it?
left or
You
right,
think he gonna be guilty or not guilty?
it's too early to call that, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't wish nothing but good luck for my brother there. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no more of our black kings. They
Yeah, damn
taking down
right.
the mogul, boy. They trying to take down the mogul. But at the end of the day, boy,
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this though, right? Check this out. Let me tell you how so good they doing it, right? They asked Cassie when these freak offs and shits was going on, what was your position in it? Did you want to be a part of it? Was you forced to do it? And hold on. She said, no, I did it because I love Diddy so much that if I didn't do it for him, I knew he would get another girl and they'll do it for him. So I always was like, I'm here, whatever you want to do, I'm with it. But in her motion is she was a willing participant. She was down for everything.
she saw it as a
E-
job.
Even even the male escorts who was, they say, peed on her and all that wasn't really a Diddy thing. She wanted that. She was down for all of that. So you could pick the party aspect of him throwing the parties and the wild shit going on, but a lot of these people wasn't forced. It was a willing thing that they wanted to do. They wanted to be a part of it. So I don't know how you
Nah,
prosecute somebody who
nah,
want to be a part of shit and
nah.
then say, oh, when shit get bad or fucked up or whatever, now it's
It
a whole
ain't. It
different
ain't.
story.
It ain't that, it's what they was offered in exchange for doing it, bro. You had it wasn't like, oh, we was doing it without no compensation. We are just doing it because, oh, we liked each other. We were just having a wild night as a party. No, they were, hey, at first, huh? Here go 500 up front. Hey, you don't speak to him. He over there in the cut. You don't say nothing. All you want to do is watch. When they leave, drop another 2 bands on them. Hey, keep that quiet, paid you for your service, you know what I'm saying? So there's a whole nother layer that they're trying to skin, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna come out like when you look at bits and pieces, the internet gonna give bits and pieces, but when you start watching hours of testimony or reading the pages and pages and pages of what they're releasing, you know what I'm saying? You get a little bit more deeper into it. Right now, of course, the internet, we so quick to look at the 10-second reel, or we quick to look at the look at the headlines. We see all that. We see a little bit of comments here, but when you really go and look at the layers and layers, you get a little bit more deeper because law, if you ever look at any case, boy, there's always hundreds and hundreds of dockets and that you got to go through to understand the case. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
ain't gonna
yeah,
understand no case in a couple of screenshots or a couple of
yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
They're
Because
gonna
the
always
internet
try
is
to,
a motherfucker.
yeah, the internet gonna take out, they gonna clip it up. They're gonna, oh yeah, this, or yeah, this. They ain't gonna give you the real, the whole everything. That's why they're like, oh, the case ain't going good. How many of y'all been watching trial for the last 4 days, 5 days straight? From the start at the morning to the end. Ain't none of y'all. But then you see one little clipping from a, not even 60 seconds of the trial, and that's the whole trial. No, that ain't how it go,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That ain't how it goes. So if you're not there in the courtroom listening to everything they saying, word for word, and they're not releasing everything. I'm telling you, we know it's so much highly sensitive data in there, they can't release everything that's being said in that courtroom. You know what I'm saying? They under protection orders. Only certain things get out of that courtroom. That's why they didn't want to play the videos because they didn't want it to get out the courtroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's certain things they don't want to get out, and they got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially because high profile people are on these videos or certain things they don't want to get out. So they're being very careful and selective with what is being released out here. But yeah, man, that's my take on it. What about you? You asked me, what you think? You think your boy, your boy Diddy gonna make it out of this one?
Honestly, I talked to you a couple of days ago, and I was like, when I first, when it first came out, I thought it was, the shit versus the liquor company, whatever, trying to bamboozle him. But then now it's a whole nother sexual case. And when I was like just hearing all the information about all the shit that was going on and shit that was happening, I'm like, damn, boy, Diddy might be done. Couple of days getting some feedback from the case and the trial. I'm mixed feelings about it now because, like I say, it's so many people willingly just wanted to party and want to be down. There was drugs involved. They want to get high. They want to get dope. There was drugs involved. They want to, be around the money man. You know what I'm saying? Like continuously. So I think when it all said and done, how his lawyers is working it and moving, he got a chance. He got a chance to beat it. He got a chance
Mm.
to beat it. I'm gonna say that much. I'm gonna say he got a chance to beat it.
Well, on the other hand, if they can prove what they're trying to prove, he used force, violence, threatening their careers, trying to control their lives. I mean, if you look at it in that aspect, you see a lot of that coming up, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they're trying to nail at. You know what I'm saying? We looking at it as one thing, but they're looking at it as, hey,
Yeah,
we trying to look at y'all hearing the willing participant and all that. Listen, you can be willing participant today and tomorrow, you like, bro, I don't want to do that no more. And that man said, what? Now you doing that. You doing that. What you mean? No, man, I'm done. I ain't on that. You doing that. Or I go take your car right now.
yeah.
Or I'll
I heard Kid
or I'll
Cudi. I
black
heard
your eye
Kid
right
Cudi.
now.
Kid Cudi car got blown up. I heard Wale got dangled from the balcony. I heard there was some real shit going on. I heard there was
And that,
some real shit going
and
on.
that and that and that's only what they want us to hear. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
they
yeah,
allow us
yeah.
to hear.
That too.
We just know, man. Listen, man. This man been in this industry for a very long time, and there's
Yeah,
definitely a lot of doors that ain't even opening. You know what I'm saying? That we ain't gonna never hit, even if they feel like they gonna keep it out of the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? They like I said, this is it's gonna be a little long one, lengthy one. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Definitely.
We'll see
We
how that
gonna
goes,
tap
man.
back in definitely on this conversation. We're gonna get some more updates. Um, we gonna let the trial play itself out a little more, and we definitely gonna have another episode and come back and relive this whole situation again. And for now, I think Diddy might have a chance though. I think he might have a chance because I feel like if he didn't have a chance and he know he ain't have a chance, the best thing was to do was try to get a deal with the good lawyers that he have and settle it, get whatever time you can get. And with the feds, they give you so much good time and where you literally, if they gave him 10 years, man, Diddy'll be home in 7. Plus with parole and all that shit, he probably be home in 5. So he ain't want to take none of that. And he's standing on business like, man, listen, I'm confident. Hey, it was swinger parties. Y'all know how swinger parties go. You with it, you ain't with it, whatever the case may be. A lot of people was down. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah.
We gonna. I don't know, man. It's just it's confusing, but And we just gonna come back to it in a couple of days and see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see
That's
why. And before we go off this topic, listen, man. If anything is true about what they offered, man, we finna take it to trial regardless, boy. Let me tell you like this. From what I heard, the offer stood somewhere around 186 months.
yeah.
Man,
Exactly.
that's about 15 and a half years, boy. 15 and a half years, boy, on a plea deal.
Yeah.
Hey, that's crazy work, boy. I've been seeing a lot of that, boy. I've been seeing a lot of that, boy. Taking plea
He
deals.
ain't,
All
he
right.
ain't taking no 15,
I
boy.
ain't taking no 15 just to take it. What else you got for us, Slim? What we talking?
All right, we gonna move on. We're gonna come back to it. We're gonna jump right into another one though. Tory Lanez. Let's talk about Tory Lanez, the Megan Thee Stallion situation, because this was a crazy one. From the jump, a lot of people off the rip was like, man, Tory ain't shoot that girl. How the internet ate it up. Uh, it was like, man, he did that shit. Trial came through. People were so on Megan Thee Stallion's side, and next thing you know, he was doing a lot of good shit in prison. Like he did some shit I think called something like the Hand of God program or something, where he was helping inmates who had a long lengthy sentence and shit get their shit appealed and get out. Heard he got like close to 10, 11 people on that program that he did, the Hand of God or something like that, and got them on appeals and got them on their way out the door. The next thing you know, some evidence popped up. Some non-profit lawyers popped up and say after he got stabbed 14 times, they say, "Hey, listen, man, the man don't wanna, the man don't wanna hold his tongue no more. The real facts is coming out." The security guard that was there say, "You know what? I don't want to see this man prosecuted and in prison for something that he ain't do." He came out and said straight up, it wasn't Tory who shot the gun, it was the girl who shot it. But Tory Lane felt like, man, I'm a man first. I done seen my mama get in a situation and nigga couldn't save her. I seen my auntie get in a situation and it couldn't save her. And he felt like, I'ma save the girl, and he took the charge for her. Now after he done got stabbed, the security done stand up and said, man, this is what really happened. Rock Nation behind some bullshit. Um, because I heard that Tory, kind of cracked the code when COVID had dropped on independent artists. Hey, listen, man, drop your project like this, do it like this, boom, 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 boom. Hey, I'm selling my album right now is COVID time. I'm selling it for $1 on NFTs. Motherfuckers went to buying the album for $1, but the NFTs went up the chart. So them same albums that they brought was starting to be worth like 50, 60,000 per. So now he done cracked the code like, nigga, if I sell an NFT for $1, independent artists sell that bitch for $1 and it run through the roof, you looking at 20, 30, 50,000 per off of say 600 people. If you an independent artist and you got 600 people that follow you, and that's a small number, that ain't no numbers, but 600 people who brought it for $1, but NFTs went up to 50, 60 per, you got to say 600 people now times 50, 60 per.
Okay.
The numbers, that's bank. That's bank for any independent artist. That's bank. Do the math, do the numbers on it. 600 people at 50,000 each. Come on, man. You done cracked the motherfucking game wide open. You don't need to fucking have a major label and all this shit. Cause I heard Jay-Z had offered him a deal and he ain't take the deal. And the first thing J-Roc Nation and them did was, hey, we're gonna get these lawyers, boom, 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 boom. And the same lawyers was really working for Jay-Z, and that's why he got sentenced how he got sentenced. And they like, nah, let's bring this shit back. Let's bring it back because the lawyers was bullshit. We ain't even know that those lawyers was through Jay-Z, the nigga who wanted to sign me, but I didn't sign to him. So that's a conflict of interest right there. And then the real facts came out that he ain't even shoot the girl. They did the powder substance, the finger shit and everything was 100%, bro. The man did not fire the weapon. They also did Megan shit and the girl shit. And guess what? That powder was on the girl for shooting that gun.
Wait,
And they
hold on,
said,
hold
nah,
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna clear
yeah,
that one up before. Wait. We don't wanna. I don't wanna drop that one yet. And I ain't want to cut it because it's getting interesting here, boy. But I gotta let you know we don't want to drop that information.
nah,
Nah,
it came
the
out.
whole
The
thing,
information came out. It's public now.
what came out on that one is they didn't test her. You know what I'm saying? They ain't test nobody but Tory. That's what the story was on that one.
And
I was
that
just
was
reading.
cap. That was cap. They tested all three of them. They hold back the girls and only delivered Tory shit. Because
Mm,
from the whole jump, this case was just bamboozlatory, send his ass up the road. The facts came out. They all three did get tested, bro. Not just Tory. All three of them got tested, and that girl was the one who shot that motherfucking gun, bro. And Whack 100 came straight out and said, "I told y'all. I told y'all from the jump Tory never did it. What they sentenced him for on the case wasn't even for shooting the gun. They sentenced him on some other shit.
possession by a convicted felon.
So now they gon' from what I heard is that they posted these lawyers, these nonprofit lawyers, supposed to be working this case to bring it back up on appeal to get this man out. His dad done made a public interview, a public statement, came out and said, man, listen, enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? You see what they did to my son? Boom, 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 boom. We coming straight at him full force. We finna get him out. It's another situation though that still we gotta pause because we need to see now if that pill for to come through. Is all the evidence now gonna really get presented, et cetera, et cetera. But I think honestly and truly, Tory Lanez is just a smart individual who really cracked the game and they just try to railroad him for doing that much. But that nigga coming home. That nigga coming home. That's my take on it right there. He coming home. And they did say if Megan was trying to cover it up or lie about it so he can get that time and et cetera, that she might be in trouble moving forward. And then a lawyer on her behalf came out and made a statement and said some shit that I ain't really read the whole blueprint and find details of it, but they made a statement on Megan Thee Stallion behalf, like, oh, she wasn't trying to cover nothing up or work in cahoots with Rock Nation to get him bamboozled. But that whole situation is a fishy situation because I ain't see how fast that case got over so fast. They sentenced him, sent his ass up the road, and you thought, damn, boy, that's just it for Tory. And now all of a sudden, all this new evidence popping up, a new trial might be presented. Come on, man. Money and power too. Like I say, man, we in the industry, niggas worth millions and billions of dollars. They play a dirty game, bro. They play a dirty game.
So this industry topic, bro, from one industry to another, one on a powerhouse level to one on the artist level, on a lower level. You know what I'm saying? This what power does right here, right? And once again, not to speak on no brother, you know what I'm saying? No queen either. I don't know what happened in that situation. I wasn't there. And rightfully so, pay for, whatever was done. I don't know who it was, whatever. Um, my take on this, and I ain't gonna spend too much time on this. You know, Tory seemed like a humble dude, but everybody who get in that world, I mean, when you get into that money, you do tend to have aggressiveness, right? Because everybody, you don't know who to trust, you don't know who's for you and not for you, right? It seemed like this was a situation of a real, something that wasn't even supposed to get this far. This was a situation where it was said that the argument really started because you know Tory had his dealings with the women. The man gonna have he gonna do his thing, right?
Mhm.
And these two young ladies may have had some words, and it got out of hand, right? So of course, Tory being who he is, you know, we all in the car. It's two females, two niggas, whatever. Not, I don't know about you, but if I'm that type of dude, I ain't finna let these females go down for no crazy shit. I'm gonna just you know what I'm saying? I beat that. I got the money. I'll take care of that on the back end. They got to prove I did that, right?
Yeah.
But because of the high profile case, and I think because of the neighborhood it was in too, man. We talking about LA. We talking about the rich area. I think it was in Beverly Hills, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but we can definitely research that. If you're doing something like that in these high scale neighborhood, boy, they is not for to play with you, boy. We know they is not. They don't play with the gun violence. They don't do none of that, right? So yeah, we seen that the case came and went. It was a lot of he say she say, but the major thing that's happening with this case that's even bringing it back up in attention with the whole spotlight is, I mean, yeah, prayers out to Tory for, the shit he went through, right? Man, who want to go through that? But that's the life. Like I said, we don't wish that on nobody. We don't wish nobody go behind the walls because, boy, behind the walls, boy, they don't care who you is, boy. They don't care who you is. It's survival to the fittest. You know what I'm saying? And
But they said
that's why
he was in there, what, 2 years or a year or whatever.
2 years, over
Nothing
2
happened to
years.
him
But it don't.
until
But we
this new
we
evidence
know.
came out.
Right. And we hear that. And I'm gonna get to that, all right? I'm gonna get to that. Remember, prison, yeah, nothing can happen to you until the day you about to get out. Somebody jump on you, right? It is just that type of lifestyle. We know you is nobody who go behind that wall that's fully protected from anything that's happening. We know that. No matter who you is, unless you in PC the whole time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you still can be kind of touched in PC if it's the right people. You know what I'm saying? Man, look at Epstein. Epstein was in a solitary cell by himself, and all of a sudden, oh, he hung. You know what I'm saying? Because he was for to speak on some big names. You know what I'm saying? Like if they want you, they're gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? And that's power right there. That's just the power and the money speaking. Because if they want them, they're gonna get them. So let's talk on that, right? So this case, I guess, is coming back up because they send new evidence, but I think it's really more of evidence that they didn't allow to be presented. They
Exactly.
suppressed it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Exactly.
during that discovery phase, that's why you get them high profile lawyers because them high profile lawyers fight to get certain evidence knocked down before it's even presented to the jury and all that stuff. And if they can do that, they can either make or break your case.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of us we don't get nowhere because we'll get one of those free lawyers that's working for the state and they don't do that. All that comes up later on and you did your homework and you got a right legal team, you probably could have got some things taken care of before you even got to the point of trial or a deal being offered, right? And that's just going through the legal phase, you know what I'm saying? Discovery and what's evidence, what's not evidence. You got to go through that process, you know what I'm saying? And they saying a lot of that process he's being railroaded because a lot of things were not presented or was suppressed, which could have proven his
Yes.
innocence, right? And they
Yes.
saying it was like more of a judicial misconduct because the way that they went at him. They deliberately set the case up where
Yeah.
he would
Exactly.
fail, right? And they
Exactly.
also gave him an enhancer on the case that the man has no priors, but he have an enhancement like he's a habitual offender. Like how you get an enhancement on your case and you got no priors. That's crazy, right? They
Yeah.
do that to us a lot of times, and that's because you if you don't know the judicial system or you don't have the right lawyers, they can do it to you. So yeah, speaking on the lawyers, lawyers wasn't no I think friend, I think of the camp. So they didn't do things in his best interest. They kind of like probably went with what was going on already and behind the closed doors. They probably already had it kind of set up, and they slapped him with a 10-year 10 piece. You know what I'm saying? And I never thought Tory was gonna do the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I thought he'd be out halfway through that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it is crazy that this case is still relevant right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because the whole case went through the man in just over 2 years, and yeah, he coming back up on an appeal, but it's making more noise now than the original case in
Yeah.
the beginning,
Exactly.
which is crazy. The appeal is making more noise than the actual case. I
Because
don't
of
know.
all the evidence that was suppressed.
I guess because all this evidence that's suppressed. You got Congress people getting involved, asking for the government to get
Yeah.
involved. They trying to say, oh yeah, everybody's saying the same thing. Oh, he ain't guilty because he didn't shoot her. Yeah, but the charges, the major charges, the possession, and that's what I'm saying. They say no priors, but at the end of the day, they saying possession by a convicted felon. How? I don't understand. Pick one. What is it? Y'all playing in our face, right? Because if you know the law, you either a convicted felon or you not. And if he a convicted felon in possession, then we understand. Or was he in possession of an unregistered firearm? What is the actual case? You know what I'm saying? So you hear multiple things on the internet. Like I said, if you don't do your research, you won't know what actually is the charge. Is it the possession? Is it the unlicensed registered firearm? Is it he shot her? What is the actual charge? So that's what you got to figure out, and then we can start poking holes and all of that, right? So yeah, of course they want to say he had possession of the weapon. The DNA came back. They said the DNA showed he wasn't even in possession of the weapon. Bomb, right? Now, when it comes to the bodyguard said he overheard. So this, I don't even think this is the bodyguard that was at the scene. This is the bodyguard that he said he overheard. He was privy to conversation because once again, security bodyguards are meant to be right where with you,
Yeah.
right? So they hear and see things. You feel me? NDAs do protect them because why? They do be having NDAs on certain things. But guess what? When the feds subpoena you, look it up. You know what I'm saying? When certain things happen, them NDAs don't cover this criminal case.
Yeah.
You got to come answer this criminal stuff. So did that bodyguard have a leg to stand on? He probably didn't even. He probably didn't even want to be a part of that. He ain't have nothing to do with this. And then he like, man, I can't stand to see this happen, man.
Yeah.
I heard them talking, man, and man, that girl did that shit, man. Like that's crazy, man. That girl did that. And that man in there sitting in there, and you know you did that, man. Why you got that man in there sitting in there? Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So I think personally, a lot of people are starting to come out who already talked, but I don't think they was being heard. And now that there's so much spotlight on it again, it's like everybody want to hear everybody take on it now. So now
Yeah.
they're being heard again now. And now people starting to take an extra ear to it now. Oh, wait, hold on. No, but that was originally brought up. But why now y'all taking an extra liking to certain these evidence and these things? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So that's just my play on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that it took for him getting poked up and this crazy timing. That's why I said, hey, the powers to be, boy, because you
Yeah.
man, literally right when he was about to present and say some things went left for him,
Yeah.
and now
Cause
they want
that
to
man,
say,
listen, they were trying to kill him, bro. 14
oh, yeah, yeah,
stabs
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
and they even got
back, in the torso,
everything.
one in
Yeah,
the
they
face,
They caught him
behind
off
the
guard. They caught
man.
him
They
off
try to take
guard.
him out. They
Yeah,
try
they
to take
caught,
him out. And
right,
I
and they
think
caught him off guard.
everybody now is more like, damn, if he was just doing this little time, okay, cool, maybe it would have blew over. But knowing that the man innocent and then almost die off of this shit, nigga get stabbed up 14 times. Nah, man, we gotta stand for Tory and we gotta say something now. And yeah, it's sparking a lot of controversy right now because I'm waiting to see if the appeal for the drop, if them non-profit lawyers is for the do they due diligence and really bring the case back out and work for him. But my take is I think he coming home too though, because when you hold back so much evidence, and these people
They
knew
gotta give
a
you a new
lot of
trial.
evidence was held back. That's why Tory was moving like that and operating like that. He knew a lot of evidence was moved back. So now it's like, man, enough is enough. His old boy definitely ain't going for it no more, especially after the stabbing. And now it's like, yeah, we finna get you out. We finna get you out because this is railroading at its finest, and that's what the big labels do when, hey, I offered you something. Oh, you ain't take that. You didn't want to take that. Oh, you didn't want to get money with us. All right, cool. We're gonna play it like this. You ain't got more money than us though.
Exactly. And they got all the connect powers and everything. They all tied in. So when it's a hey, hey, that's the commitment. Everybody just gonna fall in line because it's that type of industry, it's that type of society, it's that type of infrastructure that have been built for years on years on years, and that power dynamic is hard to break. They gon' yeah, they're gonna play in our face. They're gonna show us one thing, but when it comes to that power dynamics, you ain't touching that power dynamics, man. It's hard to it's like back in the day, same thing. It took a long time for a lot of empires to topple down, you know what I'm saying? Because you just ain't gonna get in too close with the kings and the people who the powers to be who's really running things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They build up an infrastructure to protect themselves from things that, you know what I'm saying? And that's why you see certain people they 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 seem like they get in touch, but they really don't be in touch, bro.
Hey, check this out, right? If Tory had 600 people and he got way more than that, trust me, that brought the album for $1. And like I was going back on the numbers tip, cause he like, bitch, I cracked them. And I'm trying to understand, damn, what he mean? What he mean?
Yeah.
Yo, Tory hit, bro.
Oh yeah, I know.
600 times 50,000, bro. That's $30 million, bro. Independent, bro. $30 million, bro. Independent. His money. Them people wanted in on that shit, bro. And he ain't cut them in on that, bro. Like straight up. That's a lot of money to be playing with off of one little project that I sold for $1 and went NFT and went skyrocket to 50,000 per. Come on, man. Come on, man. I just gave y'all the game. I just gave y'all the game real quick. And if all y'all pay attention and jump on it, y'all niggas will be straight out here. Nigga,
That's the biggest telltale sign right there.
30 M's?
If
Come on,
if
man.
the numbers was that those type of numbers,
I just went low.
I just
I
know
went
that
low.
you went low. And, hey,
600
regardless,
people? But Tory got
listen.
millions and millions of
And that's why I said
people
you
who,
saying the six right. You saying the 600 on the 50K. I get that part. Just normal, just for the dollar alone, selling a million is easy for him. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? On the who
exactly.
won't spend $1 for an album of
Exactly.
that magnitude
Uh,
for that type of artist? You know what I'm saying? And I
exactly.
get what you're saying. The NFTs, you start making it a scarcity. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna raise the price on it. At first it's $1 when you first jump in. Who gonna get it? Oh, y'all didn't get it? All right, now that same album gonna be worth $20 now to tomorrow. And next day it's gonna go up to $100. You know what I'm saying? So as the NFT starting to get more worth it and valuable. So now when they sell
Exactly.
the NFT, not only are you getting that image, but you're getting what comes with the NFT. So yeah, I see that being the play. Now, what the actual numbers is, it's crazy to say what them numbers really is, you know what I'm saying?
It might
And I
be
know,
way higher.
all right, and them numbers might have got pretty ugly, and they seen it. And yes, you're right. The industry don't like that because they have a
Exactly.
infrastructure, and as
If you
long as
get
the
money with
infrastructure,
us, or it ain't no
It
money.
ain't no money,
Because I
nigga.
can this is a proven fact.
Gatekeeping.
Any artist that's up and coming, you're independent, you ain't signed no deal yet. If you bubbling, your buzz get big enough, you start generating money, they coming to holler at you. Not on the behalf of, oh, you independent artist, you up and coming, but you're generating money now. So if we can be a part of that with our infrastructure, we can make that money triple and quadruple if you fuck with us. Now, for a motherfucker to say, yeah, it can quadruple and double and all that crazy shit with y'all, but for me to keep it in-house, independent, and walk away with at the least 30 M's, boy, come on, man. Come on, man. I gotta come see about you. I gotta come see about you. And I think it's more that he cracked a code to independency, and the major labels are already losing as it is, because this ain't 5, 10 years ago when everybody was like, oh man, I gotta sign to a label. I gotta sign to, bro, you don't have to sign to a label. Nobody really gives a fuck about labels nowadays. Everybody got their own entity, their own label that they created. They rocking their own wave. And then you get a nigga who was in the industry to pull this type of move off, capitalize and hit off of it, bring all the money right back in-house without any label help and all that, it declined even more drastically for the major labels. We don't need y'all no more. So this is a power move that he hit on the labels, but this is a power move that the labels hit back on him, because you gotta feel us, because you fucking up the money. You fucking up the money. Nobody want to sign the major labels no more. Everybody just want to create their own brand, their own movement, try to get a distro or whatever the case may be, and get the money for themselves. Now, when you're getting the money for yourself, that's the biggest problem for the labels who sitting back like, man, I'm trying to get them nigga on the deal. I'm trying to sign them to these deals, and they don't want to move no more. And then you got a nigga who telling y'all how this shit supposed to go and do it independent. We can't have that. That's just like 5, 10, 20 years, 10, 15 years ago, you got Tupac, one of the greatest voices of all time. Records still selling. Probably one of the top artists still right now, even dead. But his voice of saying, hey, listen, we West Side over here. You know how many people said, man, it's West Side, it's West Side. But then hold on, you had Biggie, it's East Side, it's East Side. New York is East Side, so it's East Coast, West Coast rival. You rocking with Biggie on the East, or you rocking with Tupac with his West Coast shit. But the feud got so big, you got two people died from it. Who capitalized? The labels, because them niggas was at that point in time signed to major labels. So now all of that music and all this battle shit that y'all stirring up, and you got people rocking with this side of the town on the east side, then you got these people rocking on this side, rocking with Tupac with the west shit. Is money just being made and generated all over. Then he dropped the greatest probably diss record of all time, Hit 'Em Up. Oh man, we don't gotta talk about no more. I'm gonna let you have the floor, but let's play that diss record. Let's play that Tupac diss record. This record literally picked a fucking nail in the coffin on Bad Boys record as a company, P. Diddy, Biggie, because yeah, Biggie, you might have dropped some shit, but you ain't dropped nothing like this. This record was a record that changed the game and really kept the feud of an East Coast West Coast rival going on. Hit 'em up. But when you're making money with the labels, it's all good and dandy. Now, if he was doing that shit, both of them were doing it independently and making money off of it, it would have been a problem. But for them to be making that money for the labels and causing all that feud, the labels was winning. They made more money than ever. So it's a fine line between knowing that if you're making money, the labels want you to sign with them because that independency shit, they don't want that to start moving around and spreading like wildfire where all artists should feel, oh yeah, we going independent. We going independent. Because who signed an artist of that magnitude in the last 5, 10 years and they making buku money? Who?
Mm.
Nobody. Nobody. It's nobody in the industry got signed in the last 10, 15 years of that magnitude and relevant right now and generating buku money for the labels. So we have to sign niggas. We gotta sign niggas. That Tupac Biggie shit, that shit dead 10 years ago. What's the new feud? What's going on? It ain't none. We need more niggas to sign to the labels so we can keep generating money and locking niggas in. Preaching independency will be the fastest way to get blackballed.
And I
Right? What's
agree.
what's your take on that?
Um, I agree. They have their way of seeing certain things that we can't see. I know a lot of people hear this thing metadata. That metadata tells a lot about you as a person. It tracks your presence basically on the internet. You know what I'm saying? They can see it in all types of things. Um, and they can use a lot of that stuff, like you said, to blackball anybody in the industry, independent from radio play. Remember, they got the playlists is sold up. If you ain't getting distro through someone who got a partnership, um, you just gonna be irrelevant. A lot of the music out here, people make great music, but a lot of times you don't hear great music is because if you don't create the right partnerships, they won't allow that music to be heard. You can you
Yes,
can you can spin that music, you can connect with a lot as much people as you want to try to listen to that music. I get that, but if you want that music to really generate the income that is, worth it, or you put a lot of time, effort into creating a sound that is unique not only to you, you know what I'm saying, but you want to give the world something to listen to, you know what I'm saying? You think the world need to hear your story. And and it's only right that you want to be able to put it out on any platform, and you want to be able to reach not only just your local market, but you want to reach across the world, or just across your own state. You know what I'm saying? Or north in your state, east, west in your state. You want to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like, the artists put a lot of time into their craft. But yeah, pushing out independent, you got to be the right motherfucker, or you gotta have a lot of money on your own.
that's
If you're
true.
gonna push through, if you're gonna push through the barrier of independent, it does take a lot of money to push through without the right partnership. That's just
Definitely,
that's just me.
definitely. But they did nowadays. They definitely created the platforms
Of course.
where, hey, independency, if that's what you want to do, you can do it. You can do it. The business side of it, you gotta know it. You gotta have some money because just how the labels run it with their infrastructure, you gotta build that same infrastructure and run it the same exact way, independent, and that takes a strong mind here, a strong mind there. Everybody gotta come together, be on the same page. Listen, if we doing this independent and it's coming out our pocket, we gotta move a certain way. We gotta push the layout out a certain type of way, because remember, it's coming out of your pocket. It's a hit and miss thing. Now, if you promote it the right way, 30-day run, 60-day run, you pushing it the right way, that music can be heard. Now, do they blackball it? Yes, we heard from multiple artists that you. I even heard a little while back. I think somebody put the album out. It was a known artist. Put the album out, whatever. And soon as it hit Spotify or Apple Music, they deaded it. They deaded it in playlisting and all type of shit. Where it's like, bro, the music is out, but who can? Only certain amount of people could connect to the music. The labels have that push and power to control if that song is gonna play on radios, is that song gonna go over the charts this, they got that control. So independent is a positive and good move, and you can make money from it, but it is going to take a way stronger team and a layout and consistency, because the blackballing is real. It is real. They will blackball the music fast when you're not connecting with them.
Agreed.
So we're gonna talk more on that subject too. We're gonna keep it moving. Um, let's talk about the dude who lost his son with the police officer. Then the next day, well, I guess after he seen the video, went right out and killed the innocent police officer. You know, they got him locked up. We seen the video clips are in trial. He got his head high. He looking at him dead in the eye like, yeah, shit, I killed my son. I'm getting one of y'all. Shit. And a lot of people riding with that. My whole take from jump, when I told you about that situation, I said, J-Roc, you being as, you got one child, people who got one child, that's all you got. That's all you got. And knowing how the police abuse the power, we seen this shit happen to George Floyd, etc., etc. The list go on, and don't get in trouble for their own actions. Get off all the time. Shit get dust under the rug, and this man had his son. His son was playing football, had a promising life, and it got taken away from him. That's all he had. The man saw the video of how they did his son. The man went out there and killed an innocent police officer. My thing is, okay, people jumping on his board, because I even had got the update where his commissary, man, bro, you can make only 50 deposits on the commissary and you maxed out. That's a fact. Is you can 50 deposits over anything over 50 deposits, I guess, in that month or whatever it may be, you maxed out. Bro, it's people already maxed this man out. That's how you know they supporting him and they fucking with him. They son $200, $200, 200 maxed out the 50, the whole 50, where he probably got a couple of thousands of dollars on his books for people who just like, damn, dog, they killed that man's son. The man went and go do that. My thing is, and I said from jump, I respect respected it more, and he would have had a better case for himself. I guess even after seeing that video and say, "Damn, they did this to my son." That officer who did that to your son, you hunted his ass down, and you did him what he did to your son, and cool, they locked you up for it. But going to go out there and then just kill an innocent officer, because it's officers who is good officers and they do shit the right way. Then you got crooked officers who fuck the game up and make them look bad, etc., etc. Now, this officer he killed might have been was an innocent officer, but might have been one of the good ones. That's why that officer got 70, 100 officers standing in the courtroom with him. Because I never saw this before. It's plenty of officers that got killed and shot in Atlanta, all type of shit. And I never seen in a courtroom 100 officers standing up and there for that officer who was so innocent to what you did to him. Now, if he did that to the officer that did it to his son, I feel he have a way better case and it's justifiable, bro. Listen, you did that to my son, I did it back to you. I ain't do it to another officer or an innocent officer. No, I went back after the motherfucking who did it to my son. And I think that would have been more justifiable. And even a judge looking at it, damn, boy, you did kill his son. What you think? He not gonna come after you? But to kill an innocent officer, that that that's was on another level, and I don't think that was cool for him to just kill an innocent officer. Now, if he would have killed the motherfucker who killed his son, hey, I salute you. Man, you a motherfucking gangster. You a motherfucking G. Boy, that nigga did that to your son. You watched that video and you went to hunt that nigga down and you killed that nigga who did that to your son. Oh, yeah. I think we need to load this nigga books up. Hey, let's do a GoFundMe page. Let's try to get him a lawyer because what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Boy, listen. That officer who killed his son, he living his best life right now. You did that to his son. But an innocent officer, come on, bro. I don't think that's 100. What's your take?
I don't think one. I'm gonna have to say I don't think he living his best life because he got to live with that on his conscience that because of his actions, someone else's life was taken. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, usually when you're thinking about it in the civilian terms, you just feel like you're doing your job, right? But now that is, someone that suit up in the uniform like you and literally have not too long left to really like finish their serving and protecting, you kind of are direct connection to that situation. He gotta feel awful, especially after meeting the family and everything, man. That man gotta feel awful, right? Now, don't get me wrong, I agree with you. Yeah, this one of them ones, right? This is along those lines, those blurred lines where the police be able to do what they do and get off with no consequences. Or is there accountability that need to be had, right? Now, of course, everybody gonna say, yeah, we need to make sure that they held accountable, but at the end of the day, too, you gotta think about it. If certain things are being like enforced and held accountable, it's gonna be less and less people signing up to be police officers, and there's gonna be um so much more crime happening because so many police officers are going to be so scared to actually enforce certain type of um I would say tactics to get certain areas to calm down, or certain drugs
But
from
shit,
getting into the streets.
you raise the motherfucking rate when you do shit like that. You
I
man,
mean,
black people, you killing black people every day, every other day. We don't hear too much. A white motherfucker got killed. yesterday. Oh, it was a white motherfucker got killed 2 weeks
And
ago. We don't
and
hear that.
and that's another thing too. We got to be careful with this social media shit and all of this media shit because we got to understand, media is really subjective and it's is controlled by the powers to be because they gonna let you see what they want you to see. Like we don't see everything. The algorithm is programmed to do just what it's doing. That right there. You see a black motherfucker get killed every day. They're programming you, they're conditioning you, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't see the white people getting killed, don't mean they not
Yeah,
getting killed. They
I
just
know
not
that.
they
Yeah,
just not publicizing
but that's the
it
bigger
like they do
headline.
us. Yeah, ours is a bigger headline. Yeah, that black person. Oh yeah, them, blah, 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 a lot of people would love to see it happening more on the other side. And we're losing people, no matter old, young, white, black. We're losing them, but in all types of manners, different ways. Whether it's by street violence, family violence, man. I mean, come on, we got some of the opposite races doing shit we do. I mean, might do a school shooting here or might do a murder suicide at the house or they might do, you know what I'm saying? But when it's black on black crime, it's like, oh, they want to publicize, they want to use this and feed the machine so that they can get money. Of course, it's all about how we get clicks, how we get the entertainment, right? And because of who we are, whatever, our feeds and timeline is probably gonna show us that. It was said one time, I don't know how true it is. Maybe I'll try. I gotta see some of my white buddies. I know I got some white buddies that got the same Instagram and all of that. So I want to see if I look at their Instagram, if they see what we see when they open up their Instagram. Do they see the violence? Do they see the black on black destruction, I would call it, because all we're doing is going after each other, whether it's in relationships, because we can't seem to get along when it comes to relationships, for sure, for sure. Right? Now, we can't get along when it comes to the racial divide. We can't get along when it comes to police brutality. And back to this police brutality, and let me get my little take on this, and I'm out the way. Man, just seeing a snippet of the video, and like I said, I don't know the whole context of it, and that's why you got to be careful when you speak on stuff like this because we don't know what the context of it was. We only see the little small short where he ran and he got shot, right? We don't know what he did prior to that to make this officer agitated that or feel like his safety was in jeopardy that he had to react in a certain manner, right? Maybe it could just be, damn, bruh, you ain't have to do him like that. Or maybe it was, boy, he lucky. He lucky, boy. He almost ran over that officer. You know what I'm saying? When he was on that high speed chase, he damn near ran over that lady. They're like, man, we gotta end this boy to have a reckless regard for life. You know what I'm saying? It could have been something before that. But we get the quick clips, like I said, we get the quick, okay, this what happened. His dad reacted. Here's the situation. Now we see all these officers in the police in the courtroom, right? That's all we see. So what they doing to us again? Once again, they showing us. It's like I don't know. It feels like to me like if we see too much of this, they're trying to incite some type of unrest. You know what I'm saying? Because all we see is this happening. We have to react. Now somebody actually react against the law. Do we see more of it? If we start seeing more of it, what kind of chaos is that's gonna have? I'm not saying we're not supposed to stand up for ourselves, right? Because we don't want them to just be out here taking us down one by one and no one's standing up. But at the end of the day, where are we headed to? You know, for like going forward as a race, as
Yeah,
people, how are we going to adapt to the new world that's coming along? You know, because a lot of the shit, before you know it, police might be just robots. They might be just, AI robots that's taking command and doing certain things to police the neighborhood. Now, what we're gonna do? We're gonna say the robots are discriminating. We're gonna say because it's not gonna be a white black thing no more. It's gonna be a computer thing. Oh, the computers are programmed to discriminate against
that's
us.
what
So
I was just gonna say.
it is a lot
Program.
of You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with the training, right? With the police training too. You can say they train that way, or that's the former programming, right? You can say they was programmed as well to identify certain threats and eliminate certain threats on certain lines, right? Certain neighborhoods, they don't even do that. But in certain neighborhoods, they do, right? Because you can probably go into some of our wealthier neighborhoods, and if you carry yourself and conduct yourself in the right manner, they won't even say nothing or deal with you, right? But
Hmm.
then if you go in those sketchy neighborhoods, yeah, they know that these are sketchy neighborhoods. They know that the people here are a little bit more aggressive. What is it that make these people aggressive? It's just like when crack came out back then, and that you could find pockets in neighborhoods of uh, destruction and black on black thing. This was one of those areas where I feel like he felt like it was an eye for an eye, right?
Hmm.
Because in that neighborhood, the police is a certain way. Because you could hear it in his brother tone saying they do this to us before they did this, and so they police a certain way in that neighborhood, right?
Hmm.
And you can kind of see it and hear it. So for him to say, man, I'm just gonna take one of them out. Oh yeah, they took one of them, they took mine. He could have just been crashing out. He could have been like, man, I don't want to live on this earth no more. I'm gonna just do something that's just gonna make them
Yeah,
take me now.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Unintentionally, because it was just probably a something in the moment. It probably wasn't no, oh, I'm gonna just go run over an officer. Because it could have been. I mean, it was probably something that was spur in the moment. You get what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I feel like because he's seen what he's seen, he was on the way home, he seen it, and he just got the mental just took over and just said he blacked
yeah.
out.
Because that's why the lawyer right now saying, man, he got mental health issues, man. Like
I mean,
y'all don't
you
know.
gotta be, you gotta have some type of level if you just all gas, no brakes, right into another individual.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean, yeah.
What's
Uh,
your
eh,
take? What's your take on the sentencing part? You because we know these people gonna try to give it to
and
him. You
here
think
go
he's
another.
spending the rest of his life behind bars?
Here go another dynamics of money and power, right? So this looked like the money and power episode right here. Now we're gonna switch this one. All of the two before was money and power, right? You get both in those two situations, right? And this one is all about the power dynamics, right? It's all about the power dynamics. Who got the power here? Okay, the powers to be is gonna make an example that this you don't shake the power to be.
You don't
You know
kill
what I'm
officers.
saying? Power to be. The powers to be. Because they all lined up. It's on an entry level. It goes from, the lower level officers does the dirty work to the next lawyers and everything, to the judges, to the Congress to the it is a whole power dynamics of law enforcement and legal entities, you know what I'm saying? And they don't want you to touch them from top to bottom, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
that the bottom level, they definitely don't want you touching them because they're gonna make an example because those are the front line people, right? They got to give them certain leashes to be able to do certain things because if they don't, they can't police, they can't control the public. You know what I'm saying? So if they can't control the public, things get out of hand.
yeah.
So that's why they give them a little bit of leeway to do certain things and put that fear factor into you. Oh, damn, they killed us and got away with it. Hey, boy, when that police pull you over, boy, 10 and 2.
Hey,
Make sure you keep
shout
eye
out,
contact with
shout out to the
them.
homie G Class, man. G Class, man. I see you, man. What they do, big homie.
Crazy.
I see you, man, down there in the comments, man. What they do, homie. I see you, man. G Class was out there, man. I met up with G Class. We was doing that hurricane relief shit
Yeah,
over there. I think where that shit was, Fort Myers area, Port Port Charlotte or some shit like that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
We were doing some restoration work and shit. Big homie G Class, man. Oh, that nigga, man, he a fool with them clippers too, man. He had got me right and everything, man. Like on the
Oh,
spot,
real?
mobile clippers, my nigga. Like I fuck with that, man. And he a fool with it too, man. Shout out for G Class for tapping in on the podcast, man. Yeah, right now, man, we just talking about hot topics, man, shit that's going on in the world right now. And as well, May 25th, towards the end of the night, man, we're going to be releasing Concrete Rose, the deluxe album.
Y'all go
You know
and
what I'm saying?
stream that.
Yeah, man, y'all go straight to Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify, man, Young Slim, Concrete Rose, Deluxe. And man, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a treat. And what's crazy is when I did Concrete Rose, I dropped it 2024 on May 25th. We just actually would been working on a project. And I'm like, man, shit, Memorial coming up. I forgot that we even released it on May 25th, 2024. Coming up right now, a year later, the deluxe ready to go, and it's dropping again on May 25th. So May 25th is a big date for us. I think we're gonna keep that date locked in on our release schedule because it seemed like May 25th is just a date that always comes right back around for us, and we got something ready to go, cooking up and ready to drop. So the part two, the deluxe, a year later, May 25th. It's coming right at y'all, man. So yeah, man, definitely tap in with that, man. Tap
For
in with
sure.
that. Let's keep
Tap
it
in.
moving. Let's keep it moving, man. Let's get into some sports real quick, man. Let's get into some sports. I've been having a lot of conversations, not just with you, but with Money E, my cousin Lonnie, Justin, and we're gonna talk about what's that T-shirt you wearing, Miami Heat. Is it time that the Miami Heat move on from the current roster that's at hand? The Jimmy Butler, I'm gonna call it the Jimmy Butler roster. Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, Bam, and supporting cast. They lost a couple of people like Caleb Martin who left, the point guard. A lot of good role players and motherfuckers that was on that roster that was playoff contingency ready. Jimmy left. I feel that we holded on to Jimmy too long, that we should have been got rid of him and got the value out of him, where we could have brought more players in and keep the show running with those players that we could have got from Jimmy, and then you keep Tyler and Bam to keep the boat moving. But when you don't get nothing back from Jimmy, and then you just got that fucking roster, and you can't get over the hump no more, we gotta sit there and say, man, okay, come on. Is it time to move on? Because we, as Miamians, I'm gonna say Miamians, we gonna ride that wave until that wave is a dead wave. We don't like to give up on people. We don't like to give up on our teams. We don't like to give up on our rosters. But the conversation has been brought up on multiple occasions. Is it time to move on from that roster? Do we go get all young players like Houston and OKC? Because look at OKC. Pure young boys running and gunning. They just played Denver last game, bro, and blew Denver out the water. And we talking about Djokovic. We talking about Jamal Murray, Porter, the other boy who be jumping out the gym. Man, they got a solid roster. They won the title. And OKC ran them boys right out of the fucking arena. I was watching clips while I was at the gym sitting in the massage bed, and I was watching the recap of that last game. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I seen every time time they went, Denver passed the ball or tried, them young niggas grabbing the ball, still going down, beating the Denver team back down the court, slamming that shit, laying up that shit. The NBA, man, is young and gunning right now. Do the Heat still have that inside? Is that still in the Miami Heat without Jimmy Butler? Can Bam and Tyler Hero, Tim Duncan get us to a championship? Me, I don't think so. I think it's time to package up Tyler Hero if we need to be, package up Bam if need to be, go get more trade value, bring in more young gunners, because how them young niggas playing at OKC and Houston, bro, they running up and down that court left and right, and them niggas is pitting that ball in the fucking rim. I'm gonna let you have the floor and speak on it a little bit. Talk to me. G-Class said he agreed. They need to clear house, keep at least 2 of the remaining powerhouses, and build around them. Okay, cool. I said a little bit of that too, but let G-Class, and before I let J-Roc have the floor, Bam ain't it. He's a defensive player, not a scoring player. That's not going to get us to a championship. Tyler Hero, he's nice. He score points. But if you pick the right defenders on him, some nights that nigga is fucking missing in action. I need a nigga who is bona fide. Every night, gonna get me 20, 30. I don't care who you pit on me. Because if you pit, for instance, Tyler Hero, he was playing a point guard. Let's name a couple of point guards. When he played a nigga like Damian Lillard, he'll show up. When he play a nigga like who else 5-star type shit that's at the point guard. I'm not too much in the NBA, but you know the names. When he played those point guards, he don't be that effective. That's not gonna get us over the hump to win no championship. So who can you keep on that Heat team to say let's build around them? Y'all got the flow. Who can we build around? Do we package up Bam? Do we package up Tyler Hero? Do we go younger? Or do y'all believe, hey man, we need one superstar to come over here and get this whole shit back right, and we back in playoff contingency? Talk to me. Go ahead, J-Roc. You got the flow. J-Roc shit on circle. That made his shit on pause. He gonna tap back in. G-Class. He said, if Miami land 2 superstars, we lit. All right, cool. If we land 2 superstars, we lit. Let's say right now, because free agency coming up, it was already said that Octotopoto from Milwaukee Bucks is yeah, he can be one of those boys, but Octotopoto don't like Pat Riley. He like Eric Spoelstra, but he don't like Pat Riley. So with him saying that, certain people will be like, if Octotopoto don't go over there, we ain't joining that Heat roster. We do need maybe 1, 2 stars to keep that shit popping and rolling. But if you don't get them 5-star player or 1 or 2 of them to come in, we had the window to get Damian Lillard. We didn't pull the trigger and get him. That's a 5-star player. Could have got got rid of Jimmy. Didn't get rid of Jimmy. Could have packaged Jimmy up real quick with a couple of players and got Damon. We didn't get him. That ain't gonna get us nowhere. We fucking now they talking about Octopoto. He say he liked the Heat, he liked the Florida cities, but he really ain't too much a fan of Pat Riley because Pat Riley old school. Pat Riley old school. They want the new motherfuckers like they saying Udonis Haslam, who was a dog always for Miami Heat. He's in the front office. They say now if you let Haslam run GM instead of Pat Riley, we might come over there. But if you still letting 70-year-old Pat Riley run the motherfucking Heat, we ain't coming over there. So that put a tarnish on who wants to come over there to play with the Heat to form a big three, a big two, or whatever the case may be.
Man, we talking about Pat got the rings rally, bro. The man who put together and mastermind so many prolific teams from top to bottom, man. This man ain't going nowhere. You saying replace him with Haslam? That's like saying, hey, replace the owner with somebody else, bro. Bro, that's on a whole nother level. I don't see that really happening like that, man. You ain't finna just remove no Pat Riley just because of a player said, oh, they don't want to. Are you crazy? You crazy? Pat Riley is the real deal, man. And he gonna put together the right structure over there with the Heats like he always do. It may take a little time. We gotta reset because we've been hot for a little minute. The Heat been in the finals. I would say in the last 7 years we've been to the Eastern Conference Final at least three times. Like we've been that team. We've been there. We've
But we
been in the
missing
finals as
something.
well.
We can't get
Hey,
over the hump.
we've been to the finals twice. You know what I'm saying? In the bubble, and then after that, we didn't get the job done. Yeah, because Butler needed another piece at the time, right? And we thought Damian was gonna come over and be that final stamp on
Yeah.
and get us going, right? But hey, it didn't work out like that, so they gotta blow it up. And guess what? They gotta rebuild it. Do you get rid of your young superstar? You saying like, do we start all over, go get superstars? No, you still need young bucks that can play within the system and within the structure. That's why you keep a Tyler Hero and a Bam. Those
Right.
are your two foundational pieces, and you put things around them to make them better. Yeah, they may not be the all-star to go get you the 30 and oh he gonna outdo Damian Lillard. That's not his role.
Right.
His role is the two man. We go get somebody to handle the Damian the point. Then we go get somebody else to put up against in the paint. If we don't want Bam running being down low under the rim, we want him to move around. We're gonna get
And
somebody
let me
to
tell
be
you,
up underneath
let
them.
me let me
You
ask y'all a
feel me?
question. Do y'all agree or disagree, right? The Heat tarnish Bam a little bit because Bam, he's fidgety. He come down the court and stop right at the free throw line, and he's looking to pass it left or right. Bro,
I
hold on.
dis
That's
I
what
dis I
that's what he
disagree.
played.
I disagree.
Hold on.
I disagree.
Let me tell you something. You coming down that court, Euro step, go
I
up.
mean,
You
you
either
are
gonna
who
get
you
a
are.
foul.
That's not him.
You are
It
who
gotta
you
be
are, bro.
him. It has to be
That's not
him. He's the
that's not his
big.
position. That's not
He's
his
tarnished.
position.
Listen. All
He's
right,
not
hold on.
you
He's
looking at him as
tarnished.
in a
Why?
you looking at him as
Because they tried
Embiid.
to transition his game to look left, dish it out this way, look right. No, feed him, make him that Shaquille O'Neal. They
He's
haven't made him the
he's
Shaquille
not that.
O'Neal.
That's
That's
a
That's
why
hard
his
not
that's a hard
points
shoe to fill,
that
my
went
guy.
down,
that's
but
not
his
his game.
defense went up.
That's not
He's
his game. That's why
tarnished,
you
bro.
that's
He's
not his
tarnished at this
game.
point.
That's
I'm
Nah,
not
gonna
his
let y'all have the floor.
game.
You can speak on it. You G class,
nah.
what
Go
you
ahead. I'm
think about
gonna
it?
let you go ahead, bro.
Nah, but listen though, cause you know the Heat's my squad. Even though I'm not from Miami, but that's my team. That's what I'm around for. You feel me?
Talk to me.
It ain't the Heat. The Heat didn't tarnish those players. Like you are who you are, bro. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you go at. So You remember when we had Bron, Wade, Bosh, right?
Yes.
When Bosh was at the Raptors, right?
Hmm.
He was they he was key player. He was the shit for them. But when he came to the Heat, and you amongst people like LeBron and Wade, this is Wade team. This is his shit.
Exactly, and
You know
they
what I'm
know, and
saying?
they played with those guys. But those are three of the biggest,
But
those superstars.
but when he was over there, bro, he had to play his role,
Of
bro. His role,
course, because they didn't win it the first year because they didn't play their roles.
right,
Remember that, right?
right.
Okay, so the second season and the next one they went back to back. Why? Because they established. Hey, listen,
They established chemistry, bro.
exactly. Where is that at now? When you lost Jimmy, that team and that roster is tarnished.
You
What
got
They
that
to
still
under,
made the
you got
playoffs.
to understand who Jimmy is, though.
Jimmy slowed the whole game down. He didn't make it faster. He slows the game down. So with that, when you slow the game down, now you're looking always for a dish off this way, a dish off that way. Let me, for instance, if you let's not have Jimmy. If we had Damon who put up 30, 40 every night, Damon would have made Bam what he's supposed to be. Why? Because the attention that Damian Lillard attracts and the points he put up, he's gonna give the assists. He's gonna give the alley hoops. He's gonna make Bam turn around and be able to slam. Jimmy Butler slowed the game down so much that every time that Bam got the ball, he never could just, oh, I'm gonna make a move. He's stuck. Okay, I'm gonna do a move, and if that move didn't work, oh shit, I'm in a pivot step. Who can I pass it off to now? Because I slowed the game down so much.
But you got
Jimmy
to understand.
Butler
You got
was
to
the wrong
understand this, Whoa.
aspect.
You got to understand this, Whoa. J- Jimmy Butler is a great basketball player,
Yes,
bro. You know what I'm saying?
agree.
Damian Lillard is a great basketball player and a floor general. Jimmy's really not a general like that.
There you go.
General,
There you go.
Jimmy just know how to
And
play the
that's what
game.
I'm telling you. Damon would have made Bam great. Jimmy did not make Bam great. For the 3 years that we had Jimmy, that's what I'm telling y'all. Yeah. Do you agree? Bam game was tarnished off of Jimmy because Jimmy slowed the game down. He never was a field general to bring out the best. So when Bam always got the ball, if his Euro move didn't work or that pivot step didn't work, what did he have to do? He was like this. Okay, now I gotta pass it and give me back the ball and give me back the ball and let me see what I can do because it slowed down so much. And then
I,
we lost the window of trading Jimmy and got nothing for it.
I
So what do
still
we
think
do
we got
now?
no, no, no. We ain't getting nothing for Jimmy. What do you
What
mean?
we
We
got
still
for
got
Jimmy?
some. We got some for
Talk to
Jimmy.
me.
You feel me? It may not be what we would have got last year, but we definitely got something for Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it seem like it was just a lost
It
cause
was.
on the trade because
It
Pat
was.
Riley ain't gonna take that
He
one.
gave
Yeah,
him the
this
money. He
this
gave him the
Riley you
money.
talking about.
He did.
This Riley,
He
bro.
didn't show up. Come on, bro.
Nah,
Talk to
nah.
me. Let's talk. We debating here.
So
We
like,
debating. Jimmy fucked that team up, bro.
hey, but
Even even right now, their morale is still shot off of what Jimmy did.
right, but you got to understand this. Jimmy was a great basketball player. Jimmy is what you call, you know what I'm saying, a star. I ain't gonna say superstar, but Jimmy's a star. Jimmy's gonna do him no matter who's in front of him or who's around him. That's just Jimmy. You can't stop that. He's one of the elite players in the league. But he's not a floor general. He's not a Chris Paul. He's not a Kyrie
So,
Irving.
so
He's
the
not none of
question
those people.
is: did he help Bam grow? Did he
Nah,
help Tyler Hero grow?
nah, not at all.
So, with that being said, is that roster tarnished and need to rebuild, or you still telling me go get another star or two with that roster and they gonna be something?
I
Listen,
like
go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
bro.
J-Roc.
Go ahead.
I, for one, I like how young the roster is, right? Because it is a young roster. There's a couple of people in there that we like, yo, where these people came from, right? Of course, we got the Andrew Wiggins. We still don't know what Andrew Wiggins could be. Davian Mitchells and all of that that came
David Mitchell
along
was a
in
good
that.
move
Yeah, all right. So
at the
that
point
came along with the
guard for
So
sure.
that came with the Butler trade, right? He came with the Butler trade, and we got a protected first round for Butler, protected first round. So we didn't get, like I said, we didn't get all this, but Jimmy ain't a superstar that commands all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a big trade, and on top of that, we got his money off the books where we can now go and spread that money around to some talented players, right?
Facts.
One thing you know is he's always going to build the roster. When in the last 10, 15 years have you known the Heat not to put it together? When you
No, I
think the
know
Heat
that. I give him
take a
that
step
much.
off,
I give
all
him
right.
that much.
So this free agency is going to be one to watch because we know they got the money now to be active in this free agency, right? So they literally can go now. They mess around and say, "Oh, we got Kevin Durant, or we bring in some other shooters." Now you're talking, "Oh, wait, we ain't got to get rid of Tyler Hero or Bam anymore. Now we can operate with them, just move them into their role that they're supposed to be in,
Okay.
and the team is going to operate underneath a different philosophy than what it was with Jimmy. Jimmy was okay. The ball got to move down and get the ball into Jimmy hands, right? But if Bam, if you get a Kevin Durant who, hey, we for the double on him because we can't leave him open on the perimeter. Yeah, of course that's going to leave Bam open. Just in the same thing when Wade and LeBron was there, Bosh got a lot of attention down low because, man, who gonna guard these two? And if you look at a lot of the highlights from that era, it's LeBron to Wade, Wade to LeBron. That was the real dynamics of that big three. You know what I'm saying? But Bosh got a lot of play because of how much attention them two brought. And that's what I want to say on
Okay.
that. You don't have to
So
destroy the team.
y'all say don't destroy the team. Y'all keeping Bam and y'all keeping Tyler.
Nah, because
Yeah,
they built chemistry, bro.
yeah,
Like they spent time at practice camps, all of that shit. You feel me? And they created a chemistry, bro. They just need a superstar. Like that's just like you, Slim. Like they can't put you in the NBA and tell you to play the 4 spot, the 5 spot. How in the fuck? How you gonna do
yeah,
that? That's not your
yeah.
role, fam. You know what I'm saying? You active, you running, you like to, you know what I'm saying, pull the attention to the top of the key so it opens up a, you know what I'm saying, clear pass down the lane to the bucket. You know what I'm saying? That's what you was bought there for. But being that we had no superstars when you got here, damn, Slim, I don't know, bro. I know you wasn't here to play the 4 or 5, but we need you. We know you can. We know this really not your role, but we know you can handle it. But you got a motherfucking 7 footer that, know what I'm saying, the Spurs just got, and this motherfucker hard to handle. You ain't number 6 foot even.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all believe we need a star or two, and that roster can go.
Uh,
Yeah, man.
two
Of
stars
course.
and some depth, and
Yeah.
two
The
stars
depth
and some
gonna
depth.
come. The depth definitely gonna come if you can get a star player or two to come. You know that. If Octopoto say right now, bitch, I'm going to Miami. You know how many niggas jumping on that train too and going to Miami?
Of
It ain't
course.
gonna it ain't gonna be a lot. Wait. It ain't gonna be a lot.
It is,
Cause
bro.
let me know. Let me tell
Role
you why.
players wise, role players
Oh,
rise.
cause he eating up all that cap. And that's why you ain't gonna get a lot of people to be able to follow that bandwagon. Do we want to go get somebody that's gonna eat up all the cap like
No,
that? I don't know.
nope.
I don't think though. I
But we
don't think that's
need,
the move.
but you
I
telling
don't
me
think
we
that's the
need a
move.
5-star player, and we
Yeah.
need two of them.
So
So
all
so
right,
what y'all telling
we
me?
need if we need two. Why go burn up all your money on Giannis?
Hey,
I
he's a
don't think that's the
five-star
move.
player. That's
But
what you told me we need.
watch
That's
this.
what you
No,
told me
not
we
I no
need.
no no no. I didn't say we
I ain't
need
say it
a 5-star
was
player.
him. But
I
any
said we
player
need
that's 5-star player gonna eat up
we
some
need
cap, J-Roc.
but we need superstar.
You can't.
We need we need to do it structurally sound. We don't need nobody that's gonna go and eat up damn near 70 million a year just like that. Bam, listen, I mean, Giannis is good. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player, right? But look at the team he has now, and he can't get back to the ship with the team he has now.
You got Lillard, bro.
Hmm. No chemistry.
Middleton, all of them.
That shit ain't
He been
working.
they've been
Hey, let me tell
burnt
you,
up.
hold
They
up.
been
By you saying that, let's go to Phoenix. Phoenix had Devin Booker, Bradley Beal.
it ain't the right chemistry.
Okay, exactly what I'm proving. Exactly what I'm proving. Sometimes, bro, you can pick. Let's go to Boston with Brooklyn Nets. Them niggas had Kyrie, Kevin Durant, and who the what the other nigga was? They had the big three. That shit ain't work. Sometimes, bro, you can put together a big two, a big three, and that shit don't work, my nigga. That shit do not work. So
It's because
you tell me
it,
I need 5-star
it's
player
because
and maybe one or
listen,
two of them, and I'm telling you right now, I don't think from how the effects that Jimmy Butler left on that Heat is best go the OKC route and the Houston route. Break that shit up and bring new dogs in that's just gonna change the whole atmosphere of what the Heat is doing. Because everybody in the league, we got the Heat number. That shit ain't the Heat ain't beating us in the 7-game series. Not
I
just with
mean,
Bam and Tyler Hero.
I disagree. Cause what? Just what? A year ago, 2 years ago, we gave them boys a run for their money. We got there.
talking
You
about
know
the
what I'm saying? You can't.
Lakes,
What was it? Oh, wait, what? We just went to the Eastern Conference Final against who?
the Eastern Conference Final.
That was
Yeah, we was just here
Boston.
like two
That
years
was
ago.
It was
Boston.
Boston,
Boston. It was
Boston was deep. Boston had
but we
a
got,
we beat
starting five
them.
and a starting second string.
but we beat them the first year, and then the next year they came back and
They
beat us.
loaded. They loaded. They loaded like hot potatoes, bro. They loaded like hot potatoes, bro. The best shit in the league from the starting five to the fucking second
Yeah,
string and to the six man.
but your boy just got hurt and that shit
But
went in.
but listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what we saying. Wait, before you say
Go
what you're
ahead.
saying, listen to what we saying. The Miami Heat
Yeah,
was just in what 2023. We're in
That's 2 years
2025, right?
he was
ago,
playing
bro. The
the
NBA
Lakers,
done
bro.
changed, bro.
And guess what? Guess what? You said the Lakers,
Yeah,
right?
against Anthony Davis and LeBron, them, bro.
You
And they
see that?
That
barely got
shit ain't work.
past
We
us.
That shit
we
didn't work.
bro,
Where Anthony Davis
bro,
at right
but
now?
but it don't matter.
Ass.
But what we talking about with
Ass.
the Heat? No,
And,
we hear that.
first
But
of
what we
all,
saying with
first of
listen,
all,
wait,
Anthony Davis ain't it. He ain't
wait,
it.
right?
Do
But we
you
ain't
agree
worried
with
about
that,
we ain't
G class?
nah we ain't worried about the
He
Lake
ain't
show.
it.
We ain't worried about none of that.
He
We're
ain't
saying
it.
that we're
He's
not
soft.
saying that. We're listen to what I'm saying. What we're saying is with Bam, with Tyler Hero, right? And at the time it was Jimmy Butler,
Jimmy
we
Butler
were able to get this particular team not only to the Eastern Conference Finals multiple times,
went to
but
the finals.
also the finals twice. We went in 2020 and COVID year, and in 2023,
Yeah, but
the
we talking
finals.
about old shit.
Nah, I ain't talking about I ain't
Fuck
talking about the
that.
old shit.
We
No,
talking about
we
now.
talk
Jimmy
no, we
Butler ain't
talk
there. Caleb
all right.
Williams ain't there. A whole lot of motherfuckers else ain't even there no more,
All
bro.
right, we
We
know
talking
that, but
about
we
Listen,
said,
right
but
now,
we're
bro.
saying the main pieces that was a part of that championship run both times, Tyler Hero, bam. We're saying keep those pieces and build around.
All right, let
That's
me
what the whole
ask y'all
narrative
a
is.
question. Free agency coming up. Who do you think can be those two players or that player to come in and say, okay, that's it right there. Those two niggas or that nigga right there. And with the roster we got, we gonna make another run. Who is the player? Because you told me if Akatuputo come through, oh, he's worth too much. No. But that's a 5-star player.
but
That's just somebody
listen,
you
if
need.
Pat Riley if Pat Riley could land not one or two, but three superstars on the same fucking team, what makes you think he can't do it again,
Yeah,
Slim?
yeah. No, I
Tell
agree
you.
with that now. I can agree with that now.
And
But
LeBron was one of the most highest paid players in the NBA when he came to the Miami Heat, and he took a pay cut just to be on a great team,
yeah,
Thank
bro.
to be
yeah.
with Wade, to be with Wade. We don't got no Wade no more.
I
See, that's
mean,
what I'm saying. We ain't gonna talk about what we had. We talking about right now roster.
okay, if
Right
we get a
now
flow
roster.
general, somebody like Kyrie, because you got to understand these
Yep.
superstars, these
Yep.
superstars now are way more flamboyant than our superstars back then.
Yep.
You got to think about our superstars back then was humble. They wanted to play ball. You feel me? These
Yep.
superstars now, like your motherfucking Ja Morants and all of them little dudes
Yeah.
right there,
Fast, young,
they too flamboyant, bro. They
fast,
ain't taking no pay cut. They
young.
And
don't want to hear no negotiation about nothing. Have that check or I'm not coming over
no, I'll have that check. And
there.
Kyrie, hey, and if Kyrie said he want to come to Miami, a lot of people will be like, "Woo." Because guess what? They blowed that Dallas shit up over there, and they got the number one pick. They might bring that boy, what, Cooper Flag?
Yeah,
That's his
yeah,
name,
yeah.
Cooper Flag
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They
now
gonna
you
bring
got
them. They
Flag,
definitely bringing them.
AD, and then what
Hey,
about
let me
Kyrie? Be like, bro, I don't
tell
want
you
to be here
something.
for
Check
that.
this out.
And remember, he's an unrestricted free agent this
Hey,
season,
check
right
this
now,
out.
this offseason.
You know the NBA rigged because I can tell you this off the rip, right? Before that shit even happened, you knew Dallas was gonna get the first round pick. Why? That move when they traded Luca never supposed to happen. Luca is a generational player. You never traded that nigga. When you send him on his way, bro. Now all of a sudden Dallas get the number one pick because they're gonna replace him with one of those flamboyant boys to bring back that name to Dallas. You don't trade no Luca, bro. You don't trade Luca, bro. That move don't happen.
But want me
So
to tell
It's-
you,
they traded Luca and kept Kyrie.
want me to tell you, why?
Talk to me.
Because Luca gonna score you 1,000,001 points, right?
Exactly. So
But
why
that
do you get
Wait,
rid
hold
of him?
on.
fat,
Hold on.
but that fat beer drinking partying ass cracker dog, he ain't trying to play no
Yeah,
defense.
that
Defense is
too.
gonna win you the game. If you score 70 points and these people over here scoring 80, who lose?
Yeah, and yeah, they still losing. He's scoring all them points and they still losing.
All right, and I could second that.
I agree with that.
He was out of shape. He didn't want to play no
No
defense.
defense.
He
Yeah.
all he want to do is be the star. I
Yeah.
want to shoot and
Shoot,
make all the
shoot,
points.
shoot,
Give me the
shoot,
ball,
shoot,
give me the
shoot.
ball, let me shoot. And y'all boys do the work on the other end. So I can see why the coach would be like, "Hey, boy, you ain't playing no team ball here, boy. Like this ain't what it is. You either doing it like this or doing it like this." And it
And
was probably contradictions, and somebody had to go.
yeah, and it was him. Because want me to tell you why? The NBA, every team in the NBA knows that Luca's gonna give you anywhere, you know what I'm saying, from 25 to 30, 35 points, you know what I'm saying, each night.
Yeah.
He gonna perform that each night.
Definitely.
Without a doubt, you could guarantee you that Luca's
Guaranteed.
gonna get you those points.
Yeah.
Right. They felt like, damn, Luca, LeBron? Ah shit. But let me tell you something. Even though Davis wasn't pitting up as many points as he was when he was in college in his rookie seasons and shit, that nigga ain't allowing nobody to score no buckets down low. He pounding that shit, boy.
Yeah, I give you that much. I give you that much.
And that's why when they got to the finals, when a dog come out of each player, they couldn't
Yeah,
handle it, bro. They ain't
but
have enough.
AD don't got no dog in him though.
He,
That's the only thing he lack.
Mm.
he
He
played
don't
defense,
have the
bro.
dog in him.
He played
He
defense.
don't got the killer instincts, bro. Let me tell you something. Let's talk about it. Shaquille O'Neal, killer instincts or no? Hold on,
Hell
No,
yeah.
we
hold on,
wait,
hold
wait,
on,
wait,
hold
wait,
on,
wait,
no, no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no, no,
wait,
no,
wait,
hold on,
wait,
hold on,
wait,
hold on.
wait,
Shaquille,
wait.
no, 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 hold on, hold on.
This is same
No, no, no,
conversation
no,
he
no, no,
had
no, no,
where
no,
he
no.
said
J-Rock, don't
you
interfere with me.
compare.
I got the floor. I got
All
the
right, all
floor.
right,
Hold
all
on.
right, all right. That's two
Hold
different
on, hold on, hold on.
generations, dog.
No, 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 no,
Go
no.
ahead, go ahead.
Let me say my part.
Uh,
Shaquille O'Neal, killer instincts or no?
Hell yeah.
This answer, yes or no?
Yeah.
of
Okay.
course.
Dwight Howard, Killer instance or no?
Hit or
Nah,
miss.
No!
nah.
Exactly
Hit
my point. That nigga is the best built, the best motherfucking Superman center that can be, and he has no killer instance. AD, the best built, but don't have no killer instance. Some of these niggas at the center, my G, do not have the killer instance. And when you don't have the killer instance, you cannot take over the game when it counts the most. When Kobe was fucking up a little bit, who took over the game? Shaq, dominant, killer instance. We could go to the new era of this shit. Motherfucking Russell, no, Jamal Murray, Djokovic. A lot of nights, Jamal Murray might have been off, but who held that shit down? Who held
I
it down?
mean, Slim, bro.
Djokovic.
But he ain't no
Djokovic
killer.
got killer
He ain't no
instincts. Yes or
he
no?
ain't no killer at the bat. He ain't
Yes
no
or no?
killer at the basket. Nah, he not no
You
killer at
talking
the
about
basket.
Shaq.
Come
Yeah,
This
on,
is
Shaq
the
is
y'all
nigga.
boys. Y'all
different.
gotta
That's why
know
you
who's
gotta you
the
gotta you gotta give us
dogs
a
and who is
response.
not the dogs.
You gotta let us
But
Go ahead, go
respond.
ahead.
hey, but listen, killer, like, bro, you talk about Shaq. This is the nigga who shattering backboards. I'm talking about
Exactly. Oh, no, no, no.
whenever the
I
fuck he
was just
want to.
bringing up killer instincts, and
Yeah, but the generations,
I'm
bro, the
continuous
generations.
Nobody,
naming
nobody,
names.
nobody in this generation does that no more. That's what we're trying to tell you. Ain't no way you could compare Shaq to this generation.
Boy, you
That's
got
like,
niggas.
that's like
You
Kevin
got dominant
Garnett.
centers.
That's like no
You
who,
got dominant
who,
centers in the league,
who.
bro. You
Name
got
one.
niggas that
Who?
don't.
We waiting. Who?
Oh my
It ain't
God, man!
the
I wish I could break
same,
E on
bro.
this
It ain't
motherfucker,
the
man.
same,
Bro,
bro.
And
you
don't
so
say
you telling me
that
it's
nigga.
no
And
dominant
don't say
centers in
that
the league?
nigga. Don't say that nigga from San
You
Antonio,
you
bro.
Please
Nah,
don't.
he's a rookie. I'm
Please
not
don't.
even, bro. He didn't.
Please.
He's not even ready yet. I'm not even bringing up Wembley. He's not even ready
It's
yet, bro.
no
And if
big.
you ask
It's
me,
no
he don't have
big
no
that's
killer
down.
instincts.
Ain't no big down here dominating nothing, killer instant nothing.
Nah, nah, nah.
All
You
these
can't
big,
say that.
all these
You can't
bigs,
say
all these
that, bro.
bigs want to move out and hit perimeter shots. Da 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 da. Da. That's all
Bro,
they want to
you
do.
got some dogs at the center, bro,
Who?
that do not play under the rim
No,
and
who
Name
don't?
bulldoze
them.
under the rim, bro, and you know they dogs. I can't call it
Name
because I'm not
them.
so much in the NBA, but there is dogs. We know who the dogs is, and then you know who just don't have that killer instance, bro. They don't have it. And when you look at the team around them, that's why they don't take it to the next level. We can go on and have this debate, bro. I'm telling you. You gotta know who the dogs is and who just ain't the dogs, bro.
Want
AD, he's a good player as well. And he's injury prone.
Who?
AD,
AD?
he's a good player. He's injury prone, but he don't have the dog. Now, if AD had the dog in him, totally different. No, all right. I take this back. AD was a dog when he was at the Pelicans. That's it. When he was in New Orleans, when he first came out, he was a dog.
I
Over the
mean, you got
time, maybe I don't know if it was the injury shit. He don't have that killer instance, bro.
because
He's not.
the heat wasn't really on him at
No,
the time. Know what I'm
no.
saying?
I'm not saying the Heat need to get him. I'm just
No, I
saying it's
said the
certain
heat. Like,
players,
he wasn't in the spotlight to be that nigga at that time. So
but at the
he
Pelicans he
dominated.
was.
At the Lakers, he was because he got a name now. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you saw it like I saw it. 80 ain't had no killer instance in him at the
He
Lakers.
don't.
He gave
Ain't
up.
no,
He gave up
ain't
plenty
no
of
player,
nights.
ain't no player in this generation got killer instincts
No,
like that except
and
for a
I
few.
agree. I can agree to that certain extent. It's a lot of them lack it. It's a lot of them lack it,
Because
but it's a lot of them who pit up the numbers day in and day night. So if you pitting up the numbers day in and day night, you gotta have some dog in you. Now, if you
but
go up to against certain players and they bring your game down and like, all right, Michael Jordan, for instance. Was it any players when he played against motherfuckers? He could play against anybody and do his due diligence every night.
That's
Period.
MJ.
Where are the players every night that could do their due diligence? It's only a handful of them.
Yeah.
But the niggas that you screaming who need to be with them niggas ain't dogs, bro. They not dogs.
Every
Jimmy was a dog, but then Jimmy wasn't a floor general, so he never made nobody better. That's why he took away from Bam. He took away from Tyler Hero. When did Tyler Hero start playing his best game? When fucking Jimmy just left. Pit up 20, 30 every fucking night.
because now he gotta add he got to
Yeah,
do that. That's something he have to do.
yeah.
He has to do that.
But
Because
When Damian was at the Blazers, bro, he had to do that.
yeah,
He don't really
yeah,
have to do that
yeah,
now, bro.
yeah. There
so
you
every
go.
so so
I
so
was gonna
every
get, I was gonna
time,
give that
okay,
example.
so every
That's
time,
my
so you
example.
telling me now, every time a Jimmy Butler come around or whatever type of player, because it's plenty of players that's better than Tyler Hero. So anytime those niggas come around, you basically telling me Tyler Hero gonna take a step back.
Of course.
No, that too,
Jimmy
but that was
a
his
ball
role.
hog, bro.
That
Say,
was his
say it again,
role.
J-Roc. I'm listening.
That just was his role.
What was his role?
He didn't have to be the floor general.
No,
He
no,
could
no,
have.
no, no,
He lived.
no, no, no.
Remember,
We
the
ain't
ball
talking
had to
about no
go
floor
through.
general. I said every time a nigga 5-star, 4-star Jimmy Butler range come around, that means
He
Tyler
got
Hero is what? Gonna go
He
down,
gotta.
right?
he
He
got to
gotta
take the
play
back.
whatever role.
Oh,
He gotta play his
so
role.
he's not the dog. He's not the dog.
He.
He's
No, we
only a
never said
dog
he was a
now
dog.
because them niggas ain't
He still.
there.
He still
He
ain't a
has
dog.
to. He
He
has to
still
put up
ain't
the
a.
20-30 because
He,
he's the only
he's.
motherfucker can shoot the ball like that. Who else on the
He's.
motherfucking Heat can shoot the ball like that?
But
Tim
but he's.
Duncan?
But wait, he still ain't a dog. What do you mean? Like he still ain't a dog.
Bro,
He just
he's a role
facilitating
player
his.
at best.
Yeah, he doing what he got to do. He got to touch the ball.
Exactly my
He
point.
got
So
to
if he's
take
a
he
role
got to take the
player
back
at
seat, my guy.
best,
But that's what we said. That's why we said keep them
Listen,
two and build around them. You bring
hey,
them,
J-Roc,
yo.
you remember when the Heat was winning those titles, right?
yeah.
Listen,
When the fuck
I got you.
have you ever seen your boy take the back seat? What his name is? Uh, the nigga who be shooting this shit. He old school though. Ray Allen. You
Ray
never,
Allen.
Ray
you never
Allen's a
seen
shooter.
Ray.
Ray Allen's a shooter.
You never seen him take the back seat to
He a
nobody.
shooter. But he had to
But
play his role
he
though.
but he
He had
played
to
his
play
role.
his role.
You
It,
there
He
you
had to
go.
play his
You
role.
just said
He
but you
can't
just
be
said
he
it.
can't be the starter
You just
and the main
said
guys
it.
when you got
You
D
just
Wade,
you just said it.
LeBron, and Chris Bosh. He played his role
Same
because he's a
same thing.
shooter.
Same thing with Tyler Hero.
Exactly.
He's a
So you
shooter.
telling me every time a 5-star player or a better player come around, he's got to sit down and take a back
okay,
He
row?
he
okay,
gotta be a
If
he
that's the
gotta go be
case,
a shooter.
if that's the case, bro, I could package him up and go get more, my G. That's
nah. But
that's the whole
why would you want to
conversation.
do that?
That's the
He could
whole
play.
Why?
He could
conversation,
play
bro.
that.
He's
He could,
expendable. He's expendable at
Why?
that point.
Slim,
Why? He's only bro,
Slim,
he's only 25 on his first contract. What are you talking
Slim.
about?
Hey,
He's like in
listen.
his third year, bro. He's
Hey,
like in his third or fourth year.
hey,
He's
so,
just eligible for
hey,
a
let me
contract
ask you a
extension.
question. As a
What are
GM,
you
all right,
talking about?
y'all niggas go into GM mode. You go into GM mode. You got
Okay.
draft picks. You got Tyler Hero. You got Duncan. I'm. We not even pitting Bam in this shit. We talking Duncan, Tyler Hero, hella draft picks, free agency coming up right now. As a GM, nigga, you ain't packaging up Tyler Hero, two other, because you know you gotta pick like 3 players, two number one picks. You ain't packaging that shit up to go get Agatopoto, to go get Kevin Durant. You think right now if we land
And
Kevin
what
Durant,
and then
hold on. If we land Kevin Durant right now, you think Duncan gonna be on that roster? You think Tyler still might be on that roster? You think 2 or 3 of those draft picks still gonna be on that roster? Just answer that question for me.
Who else you
No,
gonna put
no,
around there?
no, 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 no,
That's
no.
my
Answer
question.
that question
That's
for me.
my question. That's my question.
If
Yes.
you go get Kevin Durant, Antetokounmpo, fucking Devin Booker, any of those niggas right now, because it's free agency, and you got to make the trade and you got to make the move. You know you got to give up 2 first rounds, maybe 3, and 2, 3 players. Who the fuck is gonna be in that trade?
Duncan. Uh,
Duncan,
Who else?
Terry
Who
Rozier.
else?
uh,
Tyler Hero, nigga. The value, nigga. You ain't
What?
no way that trade going down if you don't package that
Why?
nigga in that
You,
fucking
you,
trade,
you,
nigga.
you
Come
probably
on,
could get
man.
rid of. You
Come
probably could
on,
get rid of
man.
Andrew
Come
Wiggins.
on, bro.
You could probably get rid of
Bro,
Andrew Wiggins too.
don't contradict the conversation, bro. You know it
How?
just like I know. If we went
How?
to go get Damian Lillard last year or 2 years ago, we would have had to package up all the motherfuckers just to get Dame, and we was gonna be happy with it. Right or wrong, G class?
I mean, I agree to a certain extent. I ain't packaging up Hero. He can play Mario Chalmers. You know what I'm saying?
You
I'm not packaging
have
up
to
him.
though. I'm not saying it's just the NBA. You got to give up 3 good fucking players and probably 2 first rounders, 3 first. You know that, bro. You know that
Dog,
gotta happen, bro. And in that
this
package, you're not gonna give me the
So,
shit end of the stick.
so,
You're not gonna
this
so,
give
been
me
this
just
been the
Terry
conversation for,
Rozier
but this been the
and
conversation for.
Duncan and
This been
don't
the conversation,
include Tyler
but
or
this,
Bam. One of
but
them
this been
niggas
the
is leaving too.
But this
You know
has been
that,
the
bro. That's a
conversation.
fact.
This is the same conversation they was having last year when they was trying to get Damian, and they wanted them to package them boys up too.
Exactly.
And
And they
guess
didn't
what?
want to do it, right?
No,
Because they
no,
wanted to
it
keep
ain't
them niggas.
happening.
So if you
And they
telling
did
me
that.
if we go get a 5-star nigga, them niggas is expendable, J-Rock. Man, the
but,
conversation dead,
but Slim,
bro.
check this
The
out. But
conversation dead. They expendable, bro. If you go get any
If,
5-star
bro,
player, bro,
if they was
them
if
niggas
they
is
was
gonna be gone.
but
so if
listen,
they was
It's
but
expendable,
listen.
just the
why they ain't
choice.
do them
It's
last
just
year?
the choice.
Why
If
they ain't do them
Pat
last year?
Riley and Eric Spoelstra want to make that
Why
decision to say, "Hey,
so
bro,
so
let's do
so
that." They
why
didn't
they
want
didn't
to
do
do
that?
it
So
because
why
they
they didn't do
literally
that?
that trade would have went down if they picked Tyler Hero, Bam, Duncan, or
So
whatever
okay.
in that package.
So all right. So if they added him and brought Damian Lillard to the city, right, and kept Butler, do you think that was the right move? You killed all the role players around that because you wanted to get rid of Bam and Tyler Hero, and now you brought in a Damian Lillard to be with Butler. Who else you have around that plate?
More
That
people
who
gonna
else you have
come.
around?
More people gonna come, J-Rock. You know that. They gonna come, bro. Niggas like the PJ Tuckers, the motherfucking all them old veterans, they coming. The fucking damn man, the Rudy Gays, the all the niggas is coming. See, that's the thing. When you bring in that nigga Damon with Bam, of course, 3 of our cores and some draft picks are gonna go. But guess what? That new shit that you just built there is gonna bring new roles, new veterans in. Just like when you had LeBron, Bosh, Wade, who start coming. Wade Allen came. Chris Anderson came. Uh, 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 you can keep the shit going. You can add all the names. All of
Then
them niggas
Juwan Howard
came.
come. Then
They
Juwan
came
Howard
to
come.
play with LeBron, bro. They knew the ring is certified. We coming to play with them boys. What are we talking about right now?
So if you go get, so if Jim, so Dame would have came when Jimmy was there, right?
You
You
know,
think you think the ring was
no,
certified?
I didn't know. I'm not going to tell you that. I cannot tell you that. Why? Because we just spoke about it. Phoenix brought all of that shit. That shit ain't work. Boston, Brooklyn brought all of that shit. It didn't work. Sometimes you can bring. Remember when the Lakers had Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Kobe? Did that shit work?
Nah.
Exactly, bro.
Nah, it didn't.
Exactly. But everybody in the world said, "Oh my God, they got the best fuck. Nigga got the mailman. We got the glove. We got LeBron. We got fucking." That shit didn't work, work, bro. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, oh, you bring in Dame and bam, that shit gonna work. But I can guarantee you and tell you this, and y'all niggas know that for a fact. Tyler Hero, Duncan, and the core of other shit would have been included in that trade. Them
See,
niggas would have not been there
you
because
got to.
they're expendable. And y'all told me why they're expendable, because anytime another 4-star or 5-star player that comes in that's better than them niggas, they gotta step down and play another different role. You're
You want
expendable at that
you
point.
want to know why he didn't shine as hard, bro? Why you talking down on bro like
Why?
that? Because he didn't have nobody to take the attention away, bro. Who was Jimmy Butler, bro? Who the
Oh,
fuck is
Jimmy Butler's the man.
he? Is
So he's not.
he's
He
a,
wasn't the
he's a
man.
he was a player that's gonna score his points, get his
Oh
stats.
my
He
God! But we gave him 200.
that was Pat Riley. Them stupid ass
Oh,
thought they could.
okay. Y'all niggas crazy right
Hey, that was
now,
Pat
man.
Riley. Them
Dog.
stupid ass
Y'all
thought that
niggas
they could do it
Let
crazy.
me
all.
ask you a question.
But
Wait.
Jimmy
Let me
got
ask you a question.
to
I
two
got a
finals though.
question. Yeah, true. And I'm gonna give you. Watch this. And I'm gonna give you something, right? Do Jimmy Butler take a step down if they sign a superstar? If
To
they
the,
bring a Giannis, a Kevin Durant, or
Of
anybody like that?
course.
All
of
right
course
Of
he
then.
does.
course.
So
Of
what that
course.
tells you? You
He
He got a
talking
goes
about
he
superstar.
oh
goes to a
he's not a
second
superstar.
option. He goes to a second option.
We're
But
trying to tell
but
you okay.
Jimmy has
So he,
to accept that.
and he's
Jimmy
going to. He
to
has no
win.
choice.
Hold on,
He
hold
has
on,
no
hold on.
choice. He has no
To
choice.
win,
He has no choice.
he
He
has
has
to
no choice.
accept that.
He has
What
no
did
choice.
Dwayne Wayne said? I have to accept that LeBron is the man here now, and I'm gonna play with him and for him. That's why they didn't win it the first year. When he made up his mind and accepted that LeBron is him, nigga, they won back to back, dog. Come
And
But
on,
it
that's probably
man.
wasn't
What
why
you
because of
telling me
LeBron
right
as
now?
that they won back to back.
it
Nigga,
definitely wasn't.
cause LeBron got in the finals and was like, it's too hard to hit
Man,
me.
y'all crazy, man.
And
Y'all
guess
crazy.
who?
All right,
Guess
It
listen. All
wasn't.
right, now we're
Ray
going to move on
Allen,
to another
Ray Allen,
subject. We gonna move on. We gonna move on, man. We'll
Brought
be
that
at this
home.
all night. We gonna move on. Let me bring another topic in, man. Let me bring another topic in, man. So the next topic
Yeah.
is, man, I love that y'all niggas on here. Remember, man, we finna do this shit every Saturday, man. We gonna have a motherfucking hell of a time doing it. And like I said, everybody got the flow. Y'all can speak how y'all feel. We gonna debate about this shit. The next conversation we gonna bring up, we gonna keep it moving. Let's talk about, we still in sports. Tua. Tua at the Dolphins. Is he safe this year? If he don't get to the playoffs? Is he safe this year if he get injured again? What's your take on it? Or is it time to move on from Tua? J-Roc, you first.
Nah, now you want me to go
Yeah,
first,
why
and you already
not?
know,
Why not, big
cause
dog?
y'all listen, bro. First and foremost, when it comes to this football shit, we already know your best like any sports, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
You know,
listening.
availability is the number one thing that goes hand in hand with your contract, right? You got paid all of this money, you got to be available. The only time we had Tua available for all the whole ride was 2023, and we see how that turned out. Top five offense, prolific offense. I mean, he just couldn't get past the Super Bowl winning Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs, which we played them in the coldest weather, which ain't no knock, right? That's something you got to get over. You got to beat the teams. You got to make it happen. Now, to answer your question, is he safe after this year? This is his prove it year again. He's on another prove it year. You got all of this money. Next year, it's easy for the Dolphins to move on. If they move on after this season's
Are you
over,
sold?
they recoup
Are you
50
sold?
million.
Are you
They recoup
sold?
50 million.
Are you
50
sold with
million.
on tour?
I'm
Yes or no?
sold on tour if he can stay healthy, man. What do you mean?
If he can
You don't see
stay
what's on
healthy.
my head right here, boy? If he can
G
stay
Class,
healthy,
are you
boy.
sold on tour to take us
Nah.
to take us in a deep playoff run, or to win a Super Bowl in the
See,
next 2 or 3 years.
that wasn't your
No, no,
question.
no, no. I'm just are
I'm
you
not
sold on Tua,
the
G class?
the reason why I'm not sold because it's still kind of early in his career as an NFL player, and he's just stuck with those injuries. Like those injuries came too early, you know what I'm saying? So like being that those injuries keep occurring,
Hmm.
it's like damn, what do I do? Do I, you know what I'm saying, keep him, or you know what I'm saying, go look for a better option? If he get injured this season, however it happened, I don't think that Tua gonna have a spot next year.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying, on the Miami
okay,
Dolphins.
okay. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. J-Roc, you got the floor.
No, I'm in the same page. The injury is, like I said, is the availability for me. You got to be available uh, because the money is paid already. You got paid for what you did in 2023 with the hopes of you can continue that type of performance if we can keep you on the field. Now, it is for him getting injured, the team does have to do the things to protect him better, right? Which is what they did this year. They went and got, a stronger piece on the O line. You already picked up a piece last year to solidify Armstead moving. So the O line looks like it's getting built a little bit better around what he likes to do.
Hmm.
He is a pocket quarterback. He likes to be accurate in there. He got to be able to get the ball out. He can't get touched. Tom Brady was a quarterback that didn't get touched much in the pocket. You feel me? So if he can become a quarterback that don't get touched much, this team can go far. And he'll answer a lot of questions this year, hopefully, with the pieces that he have around him. And if he can answer the question around him,
Hmm.
he ain't going nowhere right now because he locked in.
All right, cool. We're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna come back and revisit that halfway through the season. We're gonna come back to that. Y'all keep that on in y'all mind. We're gonna revisit that one on tour. I think personally, at this point, tour injury problem, and he's not mobile enough to just beat the pocket and get out there and extend the play. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I saw better days with Tannehill, bro.
Damn, he just signed y'all.
Hey, I'm a Dolphins
No,
fan.
but
I'm a
no,
Dolphins fan to the
but
bust out.
but
That's just
Tannehill
what
not
I
a
believe, bro.
Tanne,
I saw better
Tannehill was
days
not
with
a bad
Tannehill.
quarterback.
You know why? You know why I
Tannehill
say
gonna
that
get you
though,
to the
G Kid,
playoffs.
G Class?
Wow.
Because Tannehill, he played. He played the whole
But
fucking season. He took us
Tannehill,
far. He did what he had to do. Now, if the players ain't catch the ball, niggas ain't run how they, bro, you can't just put everything on Tannehill. But Tannehill did enough. Even okay, let's bring it up if you want to talk about it. Tua ain't beat a great team yet.
he don't he don't have a big arm, bro. He just
No, no,
up the
no, no, no.
shit.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. Tua is 0-5. He ain't beat a great team yet. Period.
And you
He
got
ain't beat Baltimore.
and
He
you
ain't
got
beat
one
the
of
Chiefs.
you got one of the
He ain't beating Buffalo. Let's talk about it.
listen.
In the,
He beat us. He beat us.
huh?
He beat
He
us.
did beat
Who is y'all?
Buffalo.
He beat the Patriots. He beat us.
He beat
Patriots
the
trash.
Now, yeah.
Trash.
Nah, he beat
He's
the Patriots
supposed
before
to
the
beat them.
he beat the
You got
Patriots
fucking
before they
Tyreek, Jalen
wait,
Waddle, H. You supposed to beat them niggas.
wait. He beat the Patriots before the Patriots was trash too. He undefeated against the
Oh
Patriots.
man.
And he beat
The
Buffalo once. So he split 1-1 with Buffalo. Man, we gotta talk about the come on, if you're gonna talk about it,
Every
make
God
sure you
every
talk about it
team
damn.
accurately.
every team in the
Talk about it
division
accurately.
always split. You know what I'm saying? One and
Of
one.
course, we could go for that. We could go 1-1
He
split.
won. He
Cool.
won it one, and he hasn't lost against the Patriots yet. Even when the
Fuck the
Patriots had,
division.
even when the
We
Patriots
talking
had
about the
Tom
top
Brady.
Now
teams, bro.
outside
All right,
the
all right,
division,
all right.
he ass.
Here we go. Let me ask. Let's do this right here for y'all boys. All right. This is check this out. Do they beat Carolina? Yes or no? J-Roc.
We ain't got to answer that one, boy. Like, Carolina,
No.
you
J-Roc.
went to
Do they
the,
beat
you went to the
Carolina?
worst of the, you went
No,
to the worst of the worst,
no,
bro.
because I'm for to prove a point. I'm for to answer my question, bro. Don't worry about it. G class. Do they beat Carolina?
About this season?
Period. Do they beat Carolina?
No,
When the Dolphins play Carolina, do they beat Carolina?
nah. Uh, Carolina always got their number for some
No,
reason.
they beat Carolina, big dog. They beat Carolina.
When?
No, hold on.
This season?
Hold on. All right. All right, cool. Let me switch it up. Do they beat do they beat the Colts?
Oh yeah,
Indiana
yeah,
Colts. Do they
yeah,
beat the Colts?
yeah. They beat the Colts.
Well,
Hold
they
on.
lost to the Colts the last two, 3 years in a
Do they
row.
beat the Chargers?
Fuck no.
Well, we beat the Chargers. We beat the Chargers the
Yeah,
last two times we played them.
we did.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. All right. So now let me go. Let me do it like this. This to make it better. Do they beat the Chiefs?
Fuck no.
Exactly. That's one. Do they beat Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah.
Hell no.
That's
But
two.
before,
That's
wait, no,
two.
before, no, you
That
can't say that because Tua went and put up 6 touchdowns on them boys and beat them, and they just got their revenge last year. Now we can't talk about that because they split over the last two
You talking
years.
about before
They
D
split
Henry?
1-1. No, yeah, no, we talking about the last 2 years. Look, the last 2 years,
oh
right?
God,
Last 2 years,
God.
the Dolphins lost to Baltimore last year, but the year before that, the Dolphins beat them.
Okay.
All right.
So go ahead,
Let me bring it into another
go ahead.
The Dolphins
playoff
not a
time.
pushover, bro.
Playoff
No, that's
time.
what I'm saying.
It's
They're not a
playoff time.
pushover.
It's playoff time.
Go ahead.
It's
I'm
playoff
listening.
time.
Right.
They going up against Buffalo. Josh Allen and them boys. Do they beat them boys?
No.
No. When it's playoff time, they go up against Chiefs.
Possible. I'm gonna say possible.
Chiefs. No. Do they go? Do they? Fucking fuck. Who else was top tier?
Philly.
Man, look.
Eagles. Eagles. We
Wait.
talking about the best
For
teams
what?
in the league. The Dolphins
For
don't
what
beat the
year?
best teams, bro.
For
It's
what year we
so.
talking?
Oh,
Wait,
But off of what year we talking
yeah.
though? Because football
It
is a
appeared.
year-over-year
Yeah.
thing,
bro.
dog.
Last
We
year,
can't
this
do that.
year,
We
bro,
can't
they
do
not
that.
beating the Eagles. They not beating the Chiefs, bro.
No,
All right. The
it is
Cowboys,
based off what year
bro. When we play the best teams, it's
we beat the
like they
Cowboys.
You
catch,
talking about in
they
the
catch,
tour
they
era?
catch NFL
That's what I'm
fever.
saying.
When they play the mediocre teams, no problems asked. They beat them, no problems asked.
You
When
talking
they
about
play the top tier
with
teams,
Tua as the lead quarterback, right?
say it again.
You talking about with Tua as the starting
Yeah,
quarterback? Oh, okay.
yeah.
They don't beat Chiefs. They don't beat
Keep
Philly.
going. Keep going.
As of right now they don't beat Baltimore.
Bengals. Keep going.
No, that's a
Nah,
possibility. They could beat the
they
Bengals.
could beat Baltimore. But go ahead, I'm
Houston.
listening.
Houston.
They could beat Houston
They
too.
struggle with
Come on.
Houston, but they can beat them. It's
The
beatable.
top tier teams, bro, is proven that Dolphins don't beat the top tier teams, bro. They beat every mediocre team. But all right, so let's say if I say, hey boy, the Dolphins playing the Browns this week, right? Cause they ain't really have Deshaun Watson. They was running off of that red nigga. Uh, forgot that nigga name, the quarterback, man. That red nigga, man. He trashed too though, but he was their backup or whatever.
For who?
The Browns,
I don't know who you talking about.
man.
Red nigga.
What's damn it? Where my other phone at, man?
You talking about the
No,
veteran
no,
quarterback? You talking about flop?
no. The young boy, man.
Last year was Jameis Wilson or
No,
DTR
the nigga behind him,
behind Jameis.
man. God. Damn,
What
I'm pulling shit up.
quarterbacks did the Browns
Hold on.
have?
I'm pulling up for you.
Jameis and another one. I think his name DTR
D-
Dor. Something.
Him right there. He was starting, bro. He was starting. We had them niggas number. We could beat DTR, bro. Even with Nick Jameson, bro. We could beat them niggas, bro. When them niggas play any quarterback, Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, bro, fucking Seattle, fucking Houston. Them niggas fumble the fucking ball every time, bro. Aaron Rodgers.
You
The
can't
niggas
count. You
fumble.
can't count both of them because most of the times, bro, man, Dolphins be going over there in that cold ass weather. Them people don't even be want to play, man.
You gotta win, bro. This football, bro. I don't give a fuck if it's wind, rain, sleet, or snow, bro. We gotta win some games, bro. These niggas ain't
But it
proved it. They ain't
but it ain't
proved
like
it.
y'all. It ain't like y'all getting blowed out week by week. You
Mm-mm.
know what I'm saying?
I never said that. I never said that. I said the
Okay.
top tier teams. We cannot beat the top tier
I
teams,
just
and Tua
think
hasn't beat the top tier teams yet, bro.
I just think
Even when it count
Miami
the
Dolphins.
most.
I think the Miami Dolphins got quarterback curse.
Yeah, ever since Dan Marino,
So
Y'all
we
ain't.
can't secure a fucking quarterback that's just that boy and can take us where the fuck every team done found their quarterback.
Y'all should have went and got Shador, bro.
Woo!
I like
I ain't gonna lie, boy.
yours.
I
I like
liking it.
yours. I
And
like
they should
yours.
have pulled the
I
string.
like
They definitely should
yours.
have pulled the string, bro. And you know who they got? Mike White.
Oh, Mike White. Who?
Who? Who?
You talking
Who?
about this year?
Dolphins, nigga.
The
Dol-
Dolphins ain't signed up Mike
Man,
White.
bro.
They got that boy. Who was the starter at Jets, the number 2 pick? What's
Yeah,
that
that
boy name?
nigga. Him. What's his name?
That's he talking about Mike White.
Whatever.
So,
Same,
what?
same,
What's his?
same player.
What?
Trash. Trash.
No, they got. Listen, they picked him up for the low, but I like Quentin Urias.
Y'all,
I like
you
Urias.
crazy,
Them boy,
man.
them boys went and got a stud at quarterback. He dropped
Trash.
in the. He
Try to go
dropped.
get Tyler Huntley. Trash. All these motherfuckers trash. Ray Lucas, Cleo Lemon,
Man, you going way
Jake
too far,
Fiedler,
bro. You going
Jake
way too far.
Fiedler. No, no, no,
Way
no,
too
no. We
far.
ain't going back. We
Way
naming
too
the
far.
fucking quarterbacks.
Nah, we need to
Trash.
name. Nah, we need to name
Trash, bro.
current era.
Man,
Current.
come on, man. Come on, bro.
Like,
Every
let
team
let
right
let.
now, bro,
All
even
right,
on
let's
their
leave it.
versus decline, done
So
found their quarterback, bro.
let's leave it. Let's leave it on tour. Let's leave it on tour. Not everybody don't find their quarterback. Everybody had a quarterback, but not everybody winning the show. You feel me? It's only one team a year that's winning the show. Buffalo had the MVP at quarterback. He ain't win the show. Baltimore had the Raw's MVP runner up. That boy still can't win the
Yeah,
show. Joe Burrow came in here, runs I
he
don't know
got it.
what.
He got
Ain't
him
win.
one.
Who? Joe Burrow
Burrow
ain't
got one.
got him one. Joe
Bur-
Burrow don't got him one.
No, he
Burrow
don't.
already won a title.
No, he
Fuck is you
don't.
talking about?
No, he don't.
He lost against
No,
Yeah,
Kansas City.
he lost, bro. He lost, bro.
Burrow
He
do
ain't
got
never
a
win this.
ring.
Bro, go look
Nah,
that up, bro.
Burrow
He
ain't
ain't
got a
got him
ring.
one.
hell no.
No.
I could have sworn
Hell no.
that nigga got a ring
That means
Hell
already.
Jamar Chase would
no.
have one.
Thank you. No, he don't have one, bro.
Okay.
He
He got
he was
close.
raw as outdoor. He got real close when he beat the Chiefs that year, and they thought he
Oh,
was
they
gonna win it. He
lost.
did
They
not.
lost in the chip or
Yeah,
something.
they
I think
lost.
they lost in it. Okay, they lost in
They
the chip. But
lost.
oh yeah, yeah.
So
That year they lost in the chip, but
Joe Burrow beat
he
so
them
damn near
in regular season,
damn near clinched that
and then they
motherfucker.
came back and beat them in the
Yeah,
championship.
yeah. He
yeah,
damn near clinched that motherfucker though.
so
But
man,
they got their mans though.
listen. So like I'm saying, I'm naming all these quarterbacks, and then hey, before Jalen Hurts won this one, everybody was like, "Can he get it done? Can he get it done?" Right? Same thing. Everybody got their quarterback, right? But at the end of the day, only one person. gonna win it at the end of the year, and then we're gonna solidify them. Yeah, is Tua having a hard time since he came into the league beating these teams? Yeah, because Tua got off to a slow start. Tua came in hurt, and then he can't stay on the field. If he could stay on the field, maybe it's a different ball game. Now, let me give you some real stats. His career stats against winning teams is not impressive. I'm gonna have to say that. It's not impressive. 7 of 14.
Hmm,
7 and 14.
hmm, hmm. Cannot beat the top tier
7 of 14.
teams.
Now he beat some. He got 7 wins, but he don't have a winning record against winning teams. That's what I'm definitely gonna say. He do not have a winning record. Now that can flip easily by averaging. If he can beat 4, 5 teams this year, that record look a little different, right? But it all matters what you do year over year. That's why I said, how long are you talking? Are we talking about last season, the season before that? We can't talk because 2023 season was way different than 2024
All right,
season.
let me tell you something.
2023
When
season,
they
they were
put that
beating
shit
everything
together,
outdoors.
when they put that shit together, Tua was healthy. When they brought Tyreek in and they did them crazy ass
And they
numbers, they were
had
supposed
a
to win.
hell of a run
They were supposed to win the
2023.
whole thing that year,
They
bro.
had a hell of a run 2023.
And they
They was
and and,
unstoppable.
and, they, and they didn't get the job done.
Why? Injuries. They they lost damn near their whole defensive pass rush for the playoffs. Did
So
they
all right.
not?
So the conclusion is what y'all say? Y'all giving Tua one more year?
Yeah, you
It
got
is
to.
you
It's
got to,
mandatory.
but it ain't only Tua though. You got to understand that it
He's the
ain't about
quarterback. He's
it.
the main man. He
Yeah,
got he.
but when you losing Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, you lost your what the defensive end that I can't
Oh no,
remember
you
his name.
you,
When you
you said
losing
they
all of
lost
these,
Jalen Phillips, the boy from UM.
yeah, wh- yeah, when you losing all of those pieces,
Oh, because
right?
to injury.
Right,
Oh,
right.
okay, okay.
Check me
I
out.
was for the
So
state
check
boy.
me out.
I was,
You going against Patrick Mahomes, right? You have no pass rush on Patrick Mahomes. You think you winning? Are you gonna win that game?
Hell no.
Hell no. That's why Buffalo can't beat them now, because Buffalo can't get no pass rush on them. Same thing with Baltimore having a hard time beating Patrick Mahomes because they can't get no pass rush. We got a killer pass rush if they can stay healthy. You just running that boy from Penn State, right? Damn, I forgot his name already. My fault. You got Bradley Chubbs coming back. You got Jalen Phillips coming back, and you got Zach Sealer. If you can keep these pass rushers healthy at the end of the season when it matters, you got a shot. But if you ain't got no pass rush to get the Patrick Mahomes or to get to Josh Allen, we ain't getting nowhere. And that's why we can't get past the first round. We don't got no pass rush
all right,
at that moment.
all right. I got another one for y'all. Check this out. We still in sports. We got two big fights coming up. We got Javante Davis and Lamar Roach for the rematch, the part two fight.
Oh
Who y'all?
man.
What y'all think? Y'all think Davis fixed the situation and overcome, or Lamar Roach is that good and got his number?
That's a good one. Uh,
Hmm.
I
Talk to
think,
me.
I think Javante Davis overcome this fight.
Okay.
Why? Because he's the more powerful puncher. He's the more well rounded. He
Yes.
had more important fights
Okay.
than Roach. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
So
I agree with that. I agree with that. I ain't saying nothing about that. J-Roc, what you think?
Hey man. All I say is it's gonna be a good fight, man. And they're gonna make it entertaining. Javante owe him. He got to get his get back. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's about us. I think it's about what Vegas want. To be honest, at the end of the day, Vegas want a good fight, and they gonna send that fight the way wherever the money lean, and they gonna try to send that where they come out victorious. But at the end of the day, we all know the money gonna be on Javante this time, and we just hope he can get it done. That's all. Just get it done.
yeah.
Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford. Biggest fight of the year. Who y'all got?
I got
I'm
almost
even.
on Terrence, man.
I want to hear this one. I want to hear this one.
Come on
Terrence
with that.
Crawford versus Carnelo Alvarez. Who y'all riding with and why?
I'm neutral. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out the way. I'm gonna just say my stance, and I'm gonna get out the way and let y'all boys fight this one out. Man, I'm neutral here. I don't know who gonna win this. It's gonna be. It gotta be epic. You feel me?
It's gonna be
I'm
epic.
down. I'm down to. Yo, just send me with the liquor at the wings. You know, fries. That's
G
all I
Class,
need.
talk to me. Who you? Terrence Crawford, Carnelo Alvarez.
Listen, man,
I'm listening.
I'm taking Terrence for the simple fact. Not saying that Alvarez is not a great fighter because he is. He already proved his marking side. You know what I'm saying? The boxing ring, but you got to understand matchups. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? This is Terrence Crawford. This is a person who solidified his spot. Who solidified every belt that he ever won, you know what I'm saying, in his weight class. And I think he been in like no, this the only weight class he really been in, but he solidified himself, you know what I'm saying? Can't too many people say they went in there and they dominated Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford gon' dominate anybody that stand on the other
And
side of him.
I could agree to that, but Carnelo Alvarez the same thing, bro.
I
Yeah.
understand that. But
You
it's
just
all
needed you
it's
just
all
like
about who I
Terrence.
think the bigger dog
Yeah.
is. I think Terrence Crawford is a bigger dog. Than I ain't saying that he ever is not a dog. Like he ain't the biggest dog in the yard, dude. And I feel like Terrence Crawford is the biggest dog in that ring.
Okay. Okay. I take that. I take that. J-Roc said he neutral. G Class said he leaning towards Terrence Crawford. And I'ma tell y'all because I'm a boxing fanatic and I'ma give y'all the to it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Here you go. Canelo Alvarez will beat Terrence Crawford, and I'm gonna tell you why. One, Canelo Alvarez is bigger than Terrence Crawford and more powerful than Crawford. Terrence Crawford is going up to his weight class. If you ever know any boxer to go up to somebody weight class, it's a total different ball game with the power that Alvarez is used to and the power that Terrence is used to. Alvarez is in a bigger weight class. They at 168 over there. Now, Terrence Crawford took all the belts from 125, 135, 145, 151. That's cool. But now you're talking 18 pounds more, 168. And this is a no hydration card. That shit is, this is what it is. They don't got no dehydration card. You don't got to lose no weight, no nothing. Alvarez can stay exactly how he is. That's a problem. And I'm another one I'm gonna give you is Alvarez fought Mayweather when Mayweather was in his primes and at his best, and Alvarez was a rookie and didn't know too much. But ever since that fight, the man ran everybody out the ring. So my take on it, because I'm a boxing fanatic, J-Roc neutral, that's cool. G-Class say Terrence Crawford, and I'm going to pick my final take on it. Mark my words, Alvarez is going to beat Terrence Crawford.
And how many rounds you
Now,
projected him up?
that shit right there is going past, it's somewhere 8, 9, 10,
So you
somewhere around there. It ain't
so
going
you
12. It ain't going 12.
so you expecting for it to be a knockout.
Yeah, somebody getting knocked out. Somebody getting knocked out. Definitely. No. You got to understand. No, listen, hold on. I'm going to specify this.
Right.
Terrence Crawford, he's a pound for pound fighter. a lot of his fights, if you know, he takes that shit all the way to distance and beat niggas.
Yeah.
He doesn't really knock niggas out.
No.
Okay. Now, flip side of it, Alvarez knocked niggas out. So, with a pound for pound fighter, Terrence is throwing blows with Alvarez. He's gonna do that. They're gonna go blow for blow. But the stronger fighter and in a bigger weight class, Alvarez will come out on top. And why I say that? I watched Benavidez. Y'all know who David Benavidez is, right?
I do.
Okay. The Mexican monster.
Right.
The second best fighter in the motherfucking boxing field.
Yeah.
He moved up 2 weight classes to fight some regular degler. And I even put my money on that fight. I knew he was gonna win, but I said, man, Benavidez, because that's Benavidez, he's gonna knock that nigga ass out. And after the fight happened, Benavidez won the fight as expected, but they said it off the TOP. He couldn't knock him out because it was his first fight moving up to that weight class, and he couldn't handle and get that feel for the power at that bigger weight class. And that's the advantage Canelo Alvarez have over him. Now, if they would have said, hey, Canelo Alvarez, you have to fight Terrence Crawford at 158 with the hydration cost, I'll be on your team, G-Class, with Terrence. Because now Canelo has to do more of the work to come down to 158.
Right.
They're fighting at 168. He can stay his weight. And the power that, bro, you know, tiny neck, pit bull, it's bro, it's no knocking Alvarez out, bro. It's no knocking him
Right.
out, bro. The nigga is a fucking fit stud. Terrence is nice, built, strong, but if you know, he's like me. He's damn near skinny,
Yeah.
slim, but he's strong.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the knockout power to knock out Alvarez. So if Terrence Crawford beat Canelo, it will have to be majority decision. And he's not going to get the majority decision.
But what if they make it the distance? You don't think so?
I don't see it happening. That's what I'm telling you. It's not going 12 rounds. It's not. It's going to be a good fucking fight. 1 round, 2 round, 3. You know, first of all, if you know the first 2, 3 rounds, they fill each other out.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't getting much out of those first 2, 3 rounds. When that 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th come in,
Yes.
that's gonna be the trouble rounds that Terrence is gonna have to get out of. And I'm gonna end mines on this. Canelo Alvarez don't run from nobody. He goes straight to you. If you know, he
Yeah.
goes straight to you. Terrence Crawford, he don't run from nobody. He goes straight to you. The power on Canelo is gonna hit that gym, hit that chin somewhere around that 6, 7, 8, 9 round, and he ain't be
So
able to stand
so
that much.
you don't think Terrence Crawford gonna gain power and going up?
Bro, let me tell you something. He can't gain 18 pounds and then change that 18 pounds into just pure muscle to knock Canelo out. It's too
Yeah,
much.
he's an athlete, bro.
But understand what I'm telling you. It's too much.
So
Listen,
right
what?
now,
All right, that's just what I said on the flip side. If Canelo Alvarez has to go down to 158 and lose 10 pounds, he has to lose too much muscle and power, and that even up the fight for Terrence. And being that Terrence is a pound for pound fighter, he will have the just dues on
because
Canelo Alvarez. Being
because
that
I'm
Canelo Alvarez gets to stay at 168 with the packing power that he already have and don't have to lose nothing because there's no dehydration costs, Terrence will not be able to take that much punches from Alvarez, who doesn't run around the ring. He comes straight at you. And I'm gonna leave it at that. And remember, when this fight come up, we're gonna talk about it that motherfucking night.
for
We're
sure,
gonna have a podcast that motherfucking night.
for sure. I feel that. I feel that.
And I'm telling y'all that because I ain't no basketball fanatic. I'm a football fanatic with my Dolphins, but boxing, I'm in the boxing world, and I know this. It's just proven. Benavidez couldn't do it, and he's the second best fighter in the division in 151 and 158, and he couldn't go up to 161 and even knock out a mediocre player. He cannot pit on 10 pounds and then turn the 10 pounds into solid muscle and power and then go straight into that fight and tell me you gonna knock that man out. He beat him in 12 rounds overall decision.
Right.
It's just something I know. But when that fight come, it's the biggest fight of the year. And mark my words when I tell you, Canelo Alvarez is gonna win that fight because Terrence can't knock him out. It's not proven. He haven't proven it in no fights that he goes in there and knock a nigga ass out. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna
Facts.
come back. We gonna come back to that. When that fight coming up real soon. Javante Davis, Roach is coming up. My just dudes on that fight. GTD get his get back. Lamar
Yeah.
Roach is gonna get knocked out this
Bad.
second fight.
He gonna do him dirty
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why. They did that with that first fight
for the
for
money.
the money. This fight is for GTD. He's the
This shit
face
personal,
of
man.
boxing. Canelo Alvarez is a face of boxing. Yes, Terrence Crawford is a face of boxing, but remind you what I told you about him going up 18 pounds.
But he did. He probably took that fight just
No, he
knowing
took
that
the
he could do.
fight because, bro, 125, 135, 141, 151, he has the belts. And let me tell you something. If Terrence Crawford do beat Alvarez, he's gonna retire. Mark my words. Why I tell you that? Because he will be the only boxer, even Mayweather ain't do that shit. He will be the only boxer in history to secure 125, 135, 141, 151, and went up 168 and lock that down too. That's 5 divisions. No boxer ever did that in history. He will retire after that fight. And mind you, it's the biggest payday of both of them niggas' career. He won't need to fight. It's nobody else out there for him to fight. If you agree on that or not,
I
okay.
agree. I agree.
Okay.
I agree. I don't think he gonna retire though.
I
But
guaranteed you, I mark my words on that too now. I guaranteed you. And I'm gonna ask you this question, G class. If he beats Canelo Alvarez, The only other fight that he can get and will go after is who? No, no, no,
Javante.
no, no.
Who?
He's not in the
I'm
class. He
saying
It's Benavidez.
he ain't gonna
Benavidez
fight.
is
He
the
ain't gonna
second
fight him,
best fighter.
but he not gonna
Javante
fight
Davis.
him.
Listen, you never you know the reason why you never heard Javante Davis versus a Terrence Crawford fight? He's too
Cause
small.
you're right.
Exactly. It won't happen. Javante Davis won't even make that fight. Why you think he went to Lamar Roach? Think. Why do you think he went to Lamar Roach?
Cause Crawford too
Now
powerful for
hold
him, bro.
on. Not even that. He didn't even beat Lamar Roach. They doing a fight too. Think about that. So you telling me a nigga who had no name, you didn't mop the floor with him. I don't give a fuck if you say, oh, it was a Vegas thing, whatever. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You did not mop the floor with him as you supposed to. And now you doing a second fight with Lamar Roach. Is
Vegas need to
no
do this ass
way
now.
Javante Davis will call a fight with Terrence Crawford. It won't happen. He will lose the face of boxing in those classes where he at because he's a small fighter. You got to remember, Javante Davis is in, I think, 130 something or something like that. He's not going up to 151 to fight Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford's going to beat his ass. You know that.
Yeah,
It's facts. He will not go from 130 or even 140 to go up to 151 where Crawford is at. Crawford was going to beat him. It would never happen. That's why you never heard. That's why you heard Terrence Crawford, Carnelo Alvarez. Take Terrence up 10 pounds, 18 pounds to do something no boxer ever did. Beat another division, not go down to Javante. He already got the belts down there. You know that.
yeah.
Okay. So why would he go down? He goes up. He's proven. He's proven. He got the titles. He won't fight. That fight is not going to happen. The fight that happened is if he beat Carnelo Alvarez, the only fight ever will be made if he don't retire. And I'm telling you, he's gonna retire. How old is Bud? How,
Who?
how old is Terrence? How old is Bud?
I don't know. I don't know how to.
31 or 32. He's up there. He's already in his primes. It
Right.
ain't no more fights. This is the Omega of the Omega right here. If he beats Carnelo, is only one more fight that can be called, and it's David Benavidez, because Benavidez is in the weight class with Carnelo Anthony, with Carnelo Alvarez. You understand? Carnelo Alvarez, then Benavidez. Those are the only two fights that can be called left for Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford won't go back down. He's going to only go up. If he can't beat Carnelo, which I know he's not, they will never make that fight with Benavidez. It's just proven. That's why GTD is fighting Roach. And then before they said he was going to fight Roach, he was supposed to fight Shakira.
Sure.
Steven,
Yeah.
exactly. You understand? Do you see the remedy of how that's playing out?
Right.
He would never, those are little niggas. He would never go up. Javante is too small to go up. He's going to lock down everything from 130 something to 140 something. Once he try to touch 150 or up, where Terrence owns, he knows he can't beat Terrence. That fight is never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. And then it's proven because he just fought Roach and you did nothing with Roach. You're going on a fight two with a nigga who was a nobody. You gave that nigga more fame and money than ever because he was a nobody.
True.
So we gonna leave it at that. That's just because boxing my shit, but we gonna come back to both of those fights. At the end of both of those fights, we gonna have a podcast that same night, and we gonna speak on both of those fights. So I got one more topic before we, wrap it up. Man, this shit was an awesome motherfucking night. Good talks, good debate, good discussions. We're gonna do our homework. We're gonna get some more topics. We're gonna get more shit to talk about. We're gonna bring one more up, and that one will be simple. Who you guys like for the finals? You got, do you think New York, because it's New York or the Pacers, and then you got OKC and Minnesota. I think personally the Pacers and OKC is gonna be in the finals. But who y'all think is moving on, and who y'all think taking home the title this year? Because Boston ain't go, they done. Denver, they done. Who take home the NBA title this year?
That's good. The Pacers have depth. They have depth. They have role players. They got people that's gonna show up on the road. Uh, but Ant-Man ain't taking no prisoners, man. That man there showed me what he could do to a motherfucking superstar. And I just honestly think that he got enough, you know what I'm saying, role players around
Okay.
him to
You think
make,
it's
you know
you
what
think
I'm
it's
saying,
his
shit
year this
happen as
year?
well. I really feel like it's his year this year. He too turned up.
Ant-Man. Mm. Ant-Man. What you think, J-Roc?
Mm. So I think one, New York get their get back on the Pacers. You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
So New York gonna turn up. That city been too turned. Man, they got the police taking the speakers and shit because they too turned up outside every damn thing. I just be seeing all types of shit. But real deal, I think New York really got a squad that they can get to that next level
Okay.
with. Now, can they win it? Not if they go up against Ant. I think Ant go ahead and get it done on that side. OKC gonna give them hell though. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah, they is.
I
They
ain't
gonna
gonna
give
lie.
them a
Did y'all
hell.
see? Did y'all see Game 7 versus Denver when
Nah,
I
I
missed it.
didn't.
OKC closed out Denver?
Nah, I
I
didn't.
missed
Bro,
it,
I
but I
missed
know
that
it was,
let
part.
I
me tell
know
you
it was
something,
clean. I know it was
bro. Let
clean.
me tell you something.
They killed Murray.
Shy Gizzy,
30,
Yeah.
30
SAG,
points.
Gizzy,
30 points.
bro. Let me tell you something. I think OKC is their year this year. That motherfucking team, bro, they fucking blew Denver out the waters that game 7. And when I tell you it was still after still, fast break after fast break, young nigga after young nigga, and everything Shy Gizzy pit in the air, that shit went buckets.
They're too young for me.
They young and gunning, and they is
They're
woo
gonna get
wee,
humbled. I
woo wee.
I think Minnesota.
So
I think
okay,
Minnesota got
all
enough
right.
to
So
humble them boys.
you Minnesota to win the take it all the way this year, J
I
Rock.
like
Yeah,
Minnesota to take it
Mi-
Yeah,
all.
both
yeah,
like Minnesota to take it all this year.
Minnesota versus New York in the show, and I like Minnesota to win it.
And who you think Minnesota versus who?
New York.
New
No,
York.
no, no. I got you.
Oh,
You say
New
Minnesota
York.
versus New York.
No, 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 no. I think it's gonna be Minnesota versus the Pacers.
Minnesota versus the Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you like Minnesota to take it.
I like Minnesota to take it.
Okay, so we got 2 for Minnesota, and I think OKC gonna pull it off. So we gonna come back after the
but
finals wrap up.
OKC against who though?
Pacers.
What? Ooh.
Hey, but listen though. Hey, New York turned up. I can't lie, bro.
Yeah,
Them
no,
boys
I ain't
turned up
gonna
for
lie. New
real.
York straight, but I ain't gonna lie.
They
Indiana got something to prove this
murdered
year.
the boys, Boston
Indiana
boys.
got something
Oh.
something to prove this shit.
But the only reason I feel like New York beat Boston because Tatum
Because
got
Tyrese,
Tatum
hurt.
Tyrese
Tatum,
Halliburton for
yeah.
Indiana, for Indianapolis. Woo, woo,
Yeah.
woo, woo.
If Tatum don't get hurt,
Yeah, they don't.
New York ass go home.
I'm telling you, in Indiana with that
Boston
boy
But
Tyrese,
Boston
but it opened
got
up.
the most solidified team on the East
of
right now.
course.
Yeah, but they opened the way. They opened the way for New York. This might be New York one and only chance to go get it
Yeah,
done.
and I
That's what I think.
think
And
Pacers
they're
got
gonna go
their
get
number.
it done.
New York
They,
just
Yeah, I
doing
think
some
Pacers
goofy shit.
got their
They
number,
fans
dog.
just they fans just hype them up too much, bro. Straight
Hey,
up.
shit.
hey,
They
Pacers
Well,
fans
finna
be
send
they
them
going
boys home,
stupid dumb
J-Rock.
hard.
Pacers
huh?
gonna send them boys home,
Nah,
dog.
Pacers sent the boys home last year. They ain't gonna
I'm
send them home
telling
this year.
you,
Listen,
they finna send their ass home again this year.
Pacers always Pacers always have
Bro, they got
New
their
York
number,
number
bro.
all the way back to when Carmelo done was there, bro. Like the Pacers always got their number,
I'm
bro. For
telling
some
you,
reason, I don't know what it is,
that
but
in that Indiana Pacers team, J-Rock, you haven't seen them,
Oh
boy.
no, no, I've seen them. No, no,
That
no, I
Tyler
know.
Hyberg and that black ass nigga ass simp, bro code. Indiana boy. Okay. Hey,
Oh no, they
all
cold
right.
blooded. That's what I'm saying.
So
I
feel
like
New
what
like
I
York,
see.
New York versus Minnesota,
Yep.
and you got Minnesota versus who?
Pacers.
Pacers. I like the Pacers too, but I think Pacers versus OKC.
KC.
So we're gonna come back and we're gonna live. We're gonna bring this shit right back up right after the finals. So
You
we
seen
got
you seen what Ant-Man did to the Lakers?
yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. Lakers for me, they ain't it, bro. It
This
ain't
is the
it, bro.
king.
Oh, you
This is the
crazy.
team you
You
talking about,
crazy.
bro.
You crazy.
That's my
The
take.
Lakers, the Lakers,
Hey,
the
let me tell you
Lakers.
something. LeBron,
He
even
gonna
with
get him one
over there to the
next year.
Lakers, bro, I just don't. He don't got it. I just don't think he have enough youth juice to do something over there at the Lakers. He done, bro. I'm
Want me to
just
tell you something?
my per se.
Want
He done,
me to
bro.
tell you some shit? If after this season, if LeBron still be who LeBron is, and Luca fuck around and train and shred some body weight and
I'm
start
telling
playing a little
you,
defense,
he
they
gonna
ain't
make
gonna be
him.
shit to be fucked up with, bro.
He
They
They
gonna
need
gonna
a
be the
big.
hardest thing on the West,
that,
bro.
that
They gonna need
he
a
might
big.
fuck around.
They gonna need a
He might
big
fuck
to
around and go win
compliment
in it.
that.
They
Because
might fuck
now,
around
because
and
now,
win that shit next
because
year.
now you're gonna tell me LeBron going in 45, 46 years old. I ain't
But look
nah.
at him now, bro. What do you mean? Look at him this year, bro.
Bro, J-Rock, I
The man
understand
don't
all
even
that.
look like
Man,
he aging at
don't
all,
even
bro.
look
I
like it, bro.
understand all that,
Man,
bro. Hey,
he spend the
listen.
most
That's like
of
Jordan
anybody
when he
on his
came
body,
back
bro.
and played with the
No, 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 no,
Wrigley's.
no, 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 no,
And
no, 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 no,
bro,
no, no,
that
no,
age
no,
is age,
no, bro,
bro.
no, bro.
Yes,
Listen, Jordan wasn't spending what LeBron spent on his body to keep himself in shape.
bro.
Tripping,
They old,
you
bro. He
tripping,
old. He
you
done.
trip. Hey,
He
am I
done.
wrong? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I
Nah,
agree.
bro.
I
Listen,
agree, but I just feel, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
listen.
LeBron window closed,
Hey,
bro.
Slim,
If
can I?
he don't create a phase 3 or a phase 4 at the Lakers, LeBron ain't getting no more
Want me,
rings, bro.
hey, can I tell you? Can I tell
Go
you some
ahead.
shit, Slim, bro? Listen, bro. I went to the courts well last night.
Uh
Okay, we ran the game. We ran about 3-4 games, 4-on-4, bro.
huh.
I meant 5-on-5. We ran like 4 games of 5-on-5, bro. It's a nigga in his 50s out there, all 4 games.
Yeah,
And we playing against some YNs. I'm talking about niggas in high school, niggas at the little local colleges around, know what I'm saying, the area. This is who we playing with. Nigga in his 50s out there, bro. I seen this nigga go up top and put the nuts on top of one of them young niggas' head, bro. At 50,
and
bro.
I ain't taking that away from LeBron, but
That's what I'm
his
trying to
window.
say,
I'm
bro.
just saying his window done, bro.
No, he ain't
No,
got
it's not.
no. His
His
window is not,
window,
bro.
bro. He
He's
not
still
winning
the
no more
face of the.
titles,
He's
bro.
the bro. He's the
Oh, okay, all
face
right.
of the
So,
league.
y'all believe LeBron before his career over and
He gonna get him
being
one.
at the Lakers because I don't see him getting traded nowhere else.
He
Still
gonna get
being
him.
at the Lakers, and before he retired, y'all say they're gonna pit a team together and a roster together that's gonna win a
Him
title.
and
Of
his
course,
son gonna
of course.
hold up
Nah,
the
nah, nah,
trophy
nah, nah, nah,
together.
nah, 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 nah. Because LeBron only got probably a 2, maybe 3 year window. Inside of this window, you telling me with all the shit, with the Ant-Mans, the Ja Morants, the motherfucking Indian Pacers, the OKCs, the fucking Denver Nugget, you telling me, I'm just asking, in the next 2-3, because that's all he got, bro. It's a 2-3 window. You telling me the Lakers is gonna put some shit together and the Lakers is gonna bring a ring home and send LeBron off? He gonna get a ring?
Yeah, Vegas won it.
Hmm.
Nah.
I mean,
They're gonna
the,
solidify him as the greatest to ever
bruh,
do
the
it.
man
He
won
already
a
got the
ring.
records. He
The
already got the
man won a
records. He ain't
ring
getting
at
another
every
title.
fucking team that he
Everything.
touched, bro.
He gonna win. He gonna win it.
I don't believe it. I
He
be
had to go
personally.
back to he had to go back to the Cavaliers to do it,
Let's just
but
give
he
him
did it.
one.
But he did it.
Yeah, but that's still the younger him, bro. He still had a lot of gas then.
Man,
Hey,
they
Bro,
hey,
fuck around.
I
that
ain't gonna
that
lie.
that gas
I ain't
ain't the
gonna lie.
same, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
That gas is
Like he
not
said,
the
I ain't gonna lie.
same.
I ain't gonna lie. Like you said, if
Hey, hey,
Luca
okay,
was
go
in
ahead.
shape, if Luca was in shape this year, they would have had a
Hey,
deeper
hey,
playoff run.
I'm gonna ask you this, right? Because you know why? I'm gonna say this too. I fucking maybe 8 to 10 games. 8 to 10 games. Hold on. Let me see if I get G Class back on here real quick. See G Class. 8 to 10 games, J-Roc, no cap, right? Bro, LeBron barely hitting the 20 point mark.
When
Hold
have
on, hold on,
LeBron
hold
been hitting the
on.
20
And I'm
point
gonna tell
mark?
you why. Bro, you know
He
how many
facilitate
times I bet just for fucking just for LeBron to get me 22 points or 24 points and I would have hit on my tickets. Bro, the man do not score over damn near 16, 18 points, bro.
because
Most
he a
games.
facilitator.
Most
He a
games.
facilitator
He
now.
dead, bro. He ain't winning no more titles, bro. For LeBron to win that title again, he gonna have to start scoring back 25 plus points with whoever else is with him. If it's Luca that's with him and another big that come in that's with him, he's gonna have to score over 20 points. If he's staying under that 16, 18 point mark, bro, that shit is not for the win no title for LeBron, bro. I'm not being biased or nothing. I'm just telling you what I see from the NBA and how the NBA moving. Them niggas young and gunning and them, bro. 3 out of the 5 niggas that's on that court, 3 and 4 of them niggas is in double figures. On LeBron team, who's only in double figures? Luca. Who else? I'm rating. Who else is in
Austin
double figures?
Reeves. Austin.
Sometimes. So- don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on,
He he
man.
he's another one who will be around 16, 18, and you might not know if he go over to some games. Some games. Majority of the games, that's another nigga I betted on. Bro, LeBron and Reeves, they just don't go over 16, 18 points sometimes, bro. And if it is a good game, the 24, 26, that's it. That's it. Pull me up a game, Austin Reeves, more than 26, and tell me how many. Tell me how many. More
Yeah.
than 24, 26 points.
But they move the ball. They like to facilitate the
That
ball.
ain't
They
for
like
the
to play as a
record in
team.
the NBA.
That's what it is.
OKC
Them
got
boys don't
three,
show
four
out
niggas that's gonna give you damn near 20 points a game, bro.
all in one
A minute.
game.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. This nigga be having what? Might have 16, 18. Shot Gizzy got 30, 40. The other two niggas got 16. Bro, it be about 3, 4 niggas, bro, all in double figure numbers, bro. Double figure numbers. You only can get maybe 1, 2, and maybe sometimes a possible if some because you sometimes you remember D'Angelo Russell, he probably will go off some nights, but then some nights he don't go off. Austin Reeves, some nights he go off, and then some nights he don't go off. LeBron, some nights he ain't getting me no more no 20 ball, 22 ball. It's always under that. That's facts. Luka, you can only guarantee to probably get you that 20, 30 plus all the time. These young niggas now, bro, you got 3 to 4 niggas all 16, 18, 16, 18, 16, 18. And Shy Gizzy, 30 ball, 40 ball every night. That Lakers shit, bro, is done, bro. That's my take, bro.
Nah, them
They
boys gonna
ain't getting
find a way
no
to
more on
out
the ring,
out
bro.
coach. Shit me. Shit
That
me.
that nigga LeBron is bro. I ain't gonna lie. See, and what
They
I
gonna
noticed,
find they
that's
gonna
why they
find a
let him
path.
win the score.
They
They
gonna
let him
find
get
a
the
path.
scoring title. Oh yeah, you can hold that. You all those points. Yeah, you can get that. That other shit. Yeah, you can get that because they moved on from the championships with him. It ain't no championships no more. But all those records, we're gonna give you all of those. So with those little rings that you got already, that you got with one with Cleveland, with the Heat and shit like that's it. That's it. And all those titles and shit that he's breaking, we'll give you all of that. But this new NBA, bro, them motherfuckers ain't beating no Minnesota. Them niggas ain't beating no Denver Nuggets. Them niggas ain't beating no motherfucking Boston, bro. I'm just keeping it real, bro. It's not happening, bro. You know Jason
Shit
Tatum
me.
picking up 20 plus. Jaylen Brown picked up 20 plus. That motherfucking that nigga motherfucking Jason Tatum went out and Derek White nigga dropped a 30 ball. Bro, come on, man. Come on, man. Them niggas don't got enough niggas over there at the Lakers, bro, unless they do some raw ass unbelievable shit and bring in LeBron, Luca, and KD and some crazy shit like that, and make it like, oh yeah, it's a powerhouse team, like how the Heat put it together, or Boston put it together. If they ain't putting it together like that, J-Roc, bro, you not finna tell me LeBron and Luca and those little helpers is gonna win a fucking title.
That's the thing. We don't know what they gonna put together. Like I was saying, this shit this shit get real. When it's time for him to win that, they gonna
But
put that
guess
shit together for him to win.
what?
They already put
But
the
guess
first
what too,
move in place.
J-Roc?
They already did the first move with
Minnesota
Luca.
still gonna keep getting better.
That's true.
OKC gonna keep getting better. Indiana Pacers gonna keep. You acting like, oh, just because Lakers made that move. What about them other niggas? You think they not gonna get better too? Oh, okay,
No, that shit.
okay.
No, that shit
They
ain't
gonna
that.
stay the same team. They gonna stay the same
But
team. Come on, man,
that
cut
shit
it
ain't. That
out, bro.
shit ain't. No, that shit
LeBron
ain't gonna.
window is
That shit ain't gonna be.
closed, man. The nigga window is closed, bro. You gotta come on, man. You gotta know that, bro.
All right, we're gonna
Yeah,
reexamine that
yeah,
shit at the end of his
definitely,
career.
definitely. That's big facts, and I'm standing on that. I'm
All right.
standing on that, bro. I don't see LeBron winning another title. Now how this new NBA shit going and how these new niggas is gunning, bro, it ain't happening, bro. Unless they do some amazing shit and pit a 4-piece of starters together, LeBron, Luca, a, a big time center, and another just additional score
So you try to
where they can
say that's
have.
not they not capable of doing that?
I ain't seen it yet. LeBron been over there how many years? How many
It ain't
years?
his time yet.
Ah, Come
he
on,
already,
man. It ain't no
but he already,
time, bro. You don't
but he
got that
already,
much time.
but he already
What,
got one with the
at 50
Lakers
years
though.
old?
He already got one with the Lakers, so it
That's
ain't
it.
no
That's
real
it.
rush.
That's it. And that's why I'm telling you, he ain't winning
Getting
no more rings.
getting one to go out the door beat
He
everything.
ain't getting no one to go out the door. OKC fired up. Indianapolis fired up. Motherfucking Houston fired up. That nigga Jalen Green at Houston. Man, come on, J-Roc. John Moran and these bro, come on, bro. These niggas is getting better and better every fucking year and adding on shit. Just because LeBron and them niggas add on something, don't think them other niggas ain't adding on shit too, bro. Them niggas getting better and better every year. And every year you see, LeBron don't make it past the second round no more. They get knocked out early. Every time now. Because they cannot contend and stay up with these new niggas out here, bro. These new niggas is different, my G. These new niggas is different, bro. You gotta know that, man. But if you believe that LeBron gonna go out with another ring, hey, we gonna come back and still have another debate about it. But that I personally, that window closed. That window dead flies for LeBron, bro. He ain't getting no more rings, bro. He ain't getting no more
All right,
rings.
all right, enough said.
So with that being said, man, I ain't gonna lie, boy. We rode the clock on this one, on this motherfucking episode, cause you know we like to keep the shit maybe an hour show. Man, I think we done hit the 2 hour, 3 hour mark show on this motherfucker. Great motherfucking discussion. This is the Money Route Podcast, man. We're gonna talk about nothing but hot topics. We're gonna do a lot of more homework. We really just came on here just to fuck with y'all and try out the platform. Me and J-Roc, we talked about it, man. Listen, man, we want to debate. We want to pop our shit. We want to bring people on. Shout out to motherfucking G-Class. His phone probably went dead. But shout out to G-Class, man, who came on here, popped his shit with us. And we're going to always have an extended guest that's going to come on here and pop their shit. The next episode, I already got it locked in. Justin will be on the podcast. So Justin will be popping his shit with us on the next episode. And like I say, man, this was awesome, man. This is what I wanted to see. This is what I wanted to get a feel for. Me and you definitely gonna do some more extensive homework so we can elaborate and debate a little more and call out certain people and certain stats for really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't really got too much homework on that tonight. But yeah, man, it was an awesome podcast. Everybody who fucked with us and tuned in, man, we salute y'all. Money route to the motherfucking world. And fuck with us, man. All this week right here, we will be in the MIAO. We will be in the studio. We'll be shooting some videos. Concrete Rose Deluxe is coming out May 25th that night. And man, your access was granted tonight, man. We salute y'all. We signing off. And yeah, man, we in this bitch. Money route shit, man. We out of here.